We got a hot mic too, because fuck it, this is a stream feature at this point.
Oh, hot mic too. Hello, it is I, Senor Hot Mic. I'm the sassy man.
Fuck, sending you that thing. I forgot I had the Twitch links already copy pasted to add to the post. Fuck.
Oh, I forgot. Okay.
I gotta sit here and type them out manually. People get to hear my totally real mechanical keyboard.
Is authentic, yes.
Totally.
Hello, Mary. How you doing? Hello, 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 hello. How you doing?
America.
I also forgot to.
Yeah.
America.
Hello. Hello.
We're just gonna do that the entire stream. That's just gonna be our stream. It's just that.
Literally just that. Nothing else.
Nothing else. Chat's gonna be like, what the f is happening? What sort of cultish did we walk into?
The best kind, in my professional opinion.
Oh my god, remember when we had the cult of Bunger?
I mean, we could always bring it back.
How are you? Fine, thank you. Oh my god, I love that one. How you doing, Chief? How you been? Dude, I still hold up to the cult of Bunger. Are you kidding me? I praise Bunger every night. I make sure that all my Lord and Savior, he is taken care of. I give him a funch fly every now and then, you know? Gotta make sure he's fed.
Honestly.
I'm not an animal. I have standards, damn it.
Do you?
I have some standards!
Do you really?
Not many.
Riker? First...
Yeah, nobody said I had many. I had very few.
Is that the Dia Ninja? Koko, tell Dia Ninja I have some goodies. Ah, that is.
Oh?
I guess that is Piyuan's nickname for you now is Dia Ninja.
I see how it is. I see how it is. This is truly a savage day for us all.
I see how it is.
I'm gonna have to pull up your stream though. Let's pull it up.
Why would you pull my stream up? Stop that shit.
Because your stream.
I say as I literally have yours pulled up.
I need to. Well, see, I wish I had 3 monitors, man. I wish my space does not allow me 3 because I could put you on one. I could put my OBS on one and then the main screen in the middle. Would have been beautiful, but no, I'm too broke and my space is too tiny. Listen, I live in a Japanese apartment essentially. That shit ain't got nothing in there.
Yeah, sorry, I was on Twitter. This guy posted his picture, a picture of his 2 Siamese
with the single?
cats.
Yeah, what's up, Pyro? How you doing? How you doing, Pyro? What you been up to? I hope you've been well.
I'm gonna send this and I'm gonna put it in the chat because it's funny. Hey, it's been. Oh shit! Is that me, Matt? As I'm literally sitting here getting ready to put a meme from Twitter in here.
Is that
Yo?
Vape?
Yo.
And, oh my god.
Oh, and the vape? Holy shit. Literally everyone's here. Oh my gosh, it's a Christmas miracle.
Everyone's here.
Actually, man, I was thinking about you like last week or the week before. I was like, man, you okay? How's he been? Like, I know I kind of fallen off of the face of the planet, but hey, I'm glad to see you here.
How you doing?
Hey Koko, want to see something funny? Sure, I guess.
Do you wanna do your intro, or do you want me to do mine first?
You do yours first, because I'm sitting here, eating my freeze pop
I can't
still.
think of living with only a single monitor. Fuck single monitors, dude. I can't go back. I have 2 now. I'm like, I think I would die. Be like, how do I operate a computer anymore? 1 monitor?
Okay.
Nah, this is the.
Just literally tell me kill myself. Sheesh. All this like 1 monitor hatred, bro. I'm on a fucking laptop. I can't afford it.
Listen, man, it's just bad. I can't handle it, man. I cannot handle solely 1 monitor anymore. It's stinky.
Riker,
hey, I got a question for you, Riker. What's up, babe? How you doing? What's your question? I'll listen in. What's your question, senor? I will maybe have an answer to provide for you.
See, life may be busy, but I've been trying to watch Twitch lately. Nah, man, I feel that. I'm about to be out of a job within like the 13th. I think final day's like the 24th.
Oh, why?
I feel that, man. Like, life just makes you fucking busy.
Oh my god. I hate you, vape, you motherfucker. God damn it. I thought we were over these nuts jokes. I thought we were done. I was like, oh, it's wholesome now. We don't need that. That's old era, Riker. That's some shit that we left back in the olden times. Nah, we're gonna bring that shit back.
Let's see. Hey, Koko.
By the way, what can I do to do that? Teacher boy, the one, the only, hooray!
Started peaking my audio.
Good.
Fucking hell.
Your time zone because you take care of everyone. Yeah. Today we're doing some MineCast with my partner in crime. It's the buttery Koko, my homie.
Thanks, man. Yes. Good
I
morning.
ran out of air at the end there. I was like holding. I was like, I think, how long can I do this? Oh, I ran out of.
I don't know. But that was the first time my desktop audio literally almost peaked into red. Congratulations. But yes, good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday and a good continuation of your weekend. But yeah, hopefully life slows down for you a bit, Matt. Really do. Just like not just for like Twitch things, but just like in general. Hey Koko, I did something dumb. Yo, Dragok, what's up? Also, what did you do?
What did you do?
Riker won't answer me. Riker, do you like honeydews? Answer me. Imagine falling for.
Sorry. Do I like honeydews? I'm not a huge fan, to be honest with you. Sorry, I apologize.
Is pretty good, honestly, in my opinion.
It's not my favorite in the world, but it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh boy. Yeah. Speaking of.
Not too crazy. Not wowing.
Exclamation mark multi. Honeydew, these nuts fit in your mouth though. Okay, that one is actually pretty well structured.
All right, I'm leaving. Goodbye. You guys don't need me anymore. All my people need me. Wait, nope.
Yeah.
That's the chair. Hold on. How do I?
Let's see.
God damn it!
Don't. Did you?
My people need me.
Oh shit! There he goes, fellas. Anyway.
You can handle it on your own. Go on here.
Okay, Lurk, now, happy lurking to you, and that was a pretty good one. I'll give you that one. That was pretty good. Yeah, no, so Riker and I are both kind of brain dead right now. And I, unfortunately, actually twisted my ankle before, like, as I was coming home, which sucks.
Yes, she's injured herself. She's got a little boo-boo.
Yeah, to make the short story even shorter, I was looking up the street to make sure, like, no cars were gonna come and run me over, and I guess I missed the curb with my foot, and I felt a pop, and I just fell forward, scraped. Luckily, it was my already bad ankle. For anyone who doesn't know, I actually damaged my right ankle in high school in marching band. Ironically, not during any marching events. It was when we were taking stuff out of our band room and loading it into the truck for playing graduation.
Oh, wait a minute.
The back sidewalk from the stairs was uneven, and I just stepped on it wrong, and I heard a pop and crack, and just like, oh, I took a tumble. But I kind of damaged the ligament in that ankle. It can bend at like a 90-degree angle, which really isn't good. But yeah, like, I tend to fuck that one up a bit more than my other one. I scraped the shit out of my shin though, the other one, which sucks, but it was the bad ankle at least that popped and, I twisted, so, it could be worse.
Yeah, hold on, let me turn the, actually, I think it might be because I have them really loud. Hold up. Thank you for letting me know that it's because I have them at like 200%, because I cannot hear for the life of me, so I'm gonna turn it down to 50. Here we go.
Oh my gosh, B, holy fucking Dragok. First off, congratulations on being in the top 500 player, 5,000 players.
There you go. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That reminds me, Dragok. So anyone who I've talked with GBF on the stream wise, so you know how last time when I was streaming GBF, I said that my crew is a tier B or a tier B crew. Well, we actually placed preliminaries top 4,000. I think our final like ranking overall crew wise like 8,000 something. So we actually got to be a tier A Slack crew this Guild Wars. My crew was in top 300. Okay. What the fuck, my guy? Just
I got it. I can do 8%. I got you. Let's put it at 90.
Yeah, no, honestly, this like we're a Slack crew, yes.
No, I overextended my knee and fell over. Fell now. It's bruised as fuck. I have to wear a brace. That sucks. Hey, at least you have a partner. Hey,
Yo,
you
Miri.
guys.
Yo, Miri, I got an ankle brace on right now. Sweet.
Yeah. Hey, yo, twinsies, we twinning. You go to the hospital together. You're like twinsies.
Yeah, no, I was surprised that we actually managed to get tier A, because Galaxia has not ever ranked up to it, much less placed it before.
Babe, I don't want to hear it.
Cool. Let's see. My IRLs have been hanging out, and work has been busy, but I've been trying to look at the Twitch homies again. Aw, well, I appreciate you hanging around, Matt.
Yeah,
it's always good seeing you, and I'm glad to hear that you're
also,
doing
what was
all
the
right.
topic that you wanted to bring up? You had a topic in mind.
Yeah, so aside from just the obvious brain rot behind me, which I think at this point I am gonna keep all the Boot Hill gifts on our particular talk show setup.
Just forevermore.
I think I'm going to just keep adding.
No, oh, Jesus Christ. It's going to be filled up with so much brain rot. It's going to be like,
yes.
So it's been like 3 years. You going to move on? No, never.
Which I showed Axel.
Oh, God.
I showed Axel some gifs of Boot Hill and what he looked like, and he was like, I don't see the appeal, babe. Or like he didn't understand why this feral, sassy ass, like serving full cunt cowboy was rotting my brain, and I feel really bad because Axel tends to know, like, he sees a character that he knows I would like, he's like, oh, I already know you're gonna like this one, babe. So I felt a little bad.
So it's like he's got you down, but this is the one that's got him stumped. He's
this is the
I don't know about this one,
Chief. He did not see that like of any notable characteristics that I would enjoy of this sassy cowboy. That's
you're just like you're on a whole nother level, babe. You got me stumped on this one. You're gone. You're too far gone.
I felt really bad. But no,
Boot
Hill is still just yeehaw, yeehaw.
Oh my god, I can't. That's great. I love that. When even you got your significant other stumped, that's how you know you found something precious.
Yeah. Let's see. The funny thing was I didn't plan on doing this. I was consistently out of meat the entire time. Yeah, no, we didn't plan on being tier A either. One of our people grinded like well over 20k worth of meat.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, yeah, no.
I'm going for the meat grinder. I love me some meat. Yummy.
Yeah,
give me some of that shit.
Shout out to one of our carries who just was doing this because he was uncapping shit. He actually plays top 100k. Crow. And actually, no, it wasn't. Yeah, Crow and Spicy both. Except Spicy was like top 50. Like, or top 40.
Quoting, wait, what? No,
yeah.
Don't quote me, god damn it! No! What am I being quoted on?
I felt really bad because our last fight, which I thought would be, like, at least somewhat doable, yeah, no, they were already, like, multiple billions in, like, and it was not even a half hour after final round had started. Shit was wild. I had, like, 20k meat at the start. Oh.
Y'all always just take me out of context. I feel like at this point you have like a sick enjoyment. It's like, yeah. We're gonna make sure that every quote sounds like he's on something, but in reality, that's just who he is.
I mean, that is who Ryker is. Fun fact. One of my quotes from him is, it's actually quote number 69. And I always remember that, because what he said with it just went very well with the funny number.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, see.
Oh god, here we go. Let's see what this quote is. What travesty did I create?
I'm just sitting here trying to live my life and I'm being D's-nutsed and dicked on.
D's-nutsed and dick. When the hell did I say this?
I think it was when Piyuin was just hitting you with some pretty like out there D's-nuts. Like, but you kind of kept walking into it.
Yeah,
and you just, that came out of your mouth and it's like, oh, it's perfect that this is the 69th quote.
This is the 69th one. It had to be. We can't have any other one. It has to be this one.
Yeah. So
man.
Guild Wars fun. Definitely totally not looking forward to the next one, which is probably going to be Dark Advantage because my light team and dark team are shit. But no, anyway, the topic that I was thinking of for Ryker, because we didn't really have a whole lot of video gaming news. It was a quiet week for video games.
It's been really wildly quiet, yeah. I mean, there's like the Pac-Man game got announced for like May, but that's it. And I'm like, I think that's only I'm the mad bastard who enjoys that.
Yeah, like even looking on GX Corner, like what's releasing, soon on top of, like... Actually, I mean, I guess we could, like, Planet Crafter got its first, update that included multiplayer, which is actually very fun. I was playing it with Babe and a couple of our friends. It definitely, like, when you have 4 people that you could just delegate tasks to, like, you have 2 people just solid collecting, and then 2 people, like, going for, like, the harder stuff that's to get, really just kind of makes it super easy.
Well, that's good, at
I'm
least.
for it, though. But yeah, yeah, the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door remasters dropping in May.
I feel like that's already been, we already knew that was gonna happen, so I feel like there really isn't anything new.
Like, everything, like, major is, like, happening in May onward. There's nothing, like,
May onward, and we already kind of knew what it was kind of coming, so there's just really nothing of new relevance. It's like, oh, yep, that's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're, like, getting dates for certain things, so it's like, yeah, alright. Oh my god! Thank you, Homunculus Vivi, for the raid! Today, hello, my name is Ryker, your average voice with the Wi-Fi on the bottom. Just things, how you guys doing? What are you guys up to? I'm a variety streamer. I mainly do Nintendo games and JRPGs and a little bit of everything in between. How you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Oh, you interlocked fingers? Heresy! Vivi! Naughty slime. Don't make me get to the spray bottle again. I'll do it. Yep. I'm a man of my word. I'll do it.
People out here holding hands. Yeek. I have another. Wait, what? I'm. Pause.
We are also in a stream with the Batui of Koko. She's a pretty cool. She's pretty cool.
Babe,
pretty sweet. She's pretty awesome.
You are fucking us right now, right? Like, you're fucking with us. There ain't no way.
I was playing Warhammer 40k. Damn.
Ooh, 40k, nice.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, which one was it?
But yeah, you know, sorry. Continue. We kind of had to pause to do the raid. Sorry. What was it? What was your
Vape just said Yeek is getting another game.
Yik?
Oh my, yes, the Y2K game.
Oh my god, Yik!
Yes,
that is a game I have not heard of.
Yeah, it's getting Yeek Nameless Psychosis. What the actual fuck?
That is such a random-ass game to get a sequel to. It's like, hey, remember this game that no one ever really cared about? Yeah, it's getting a sequel, by the way.
Oh no, there's a demo of it. Oh, there's a demo. It's a demo! Experience.
I don't understand. Why would they do that? It's like, yeah, this wasteland. Let's add more shit to the wasteland. That'll provide more content.
Oh gosh. Yes, experience a sneak peek of Yeek 1.5. I don't know.
1.5
or one.
What the hell?
It's actually
You're not even gonna fully commit to a 2?
I-V or not I-V. I.V. Like they're using Roman numerals for it. Step Beyond Alex Eggleston's
sequel
story.
To reimagining. Oh, thank you, Valpaper. With a by the way, welcome to the first time. Thank you. I appreciate it, Val.
Yeah,
Don't you like cricket sounds?
Step Beyond.
I mean, I do, but I don't like it when it's to a game that I'm like, why?
Yeah. Step Beyond.
I don't know. You know what Yik is? It's kind of a.
Okay, I'm just gonna deafen to read this real quick. Yes, step beyond Alex Eggleston's story and become the nameless child, a young girl from a mysterious tower. Guide her through a surreal dimension where she must find a way to save both the good brother and the bad brother. I'm sorry. What? Guys, I'm yeeking out right now. Yo, guys, me when I yeek out too much. Me when I yeek. I can't move my hands like that because I don't have a preset for it. But like, I'm yeeking out right now. I just want you to know that.
Entity, and I don't want him to succeed. I'm like, just stop. You ever have a pro tag where you're like, you just want him to just stop? You're like sitting there and you're just so sick of him. Like, that's what that character is, and I'm over it, man. And I couldn't stomach it anymore. I was just like, I'm done. I've had my fill of this game.
I love how one of the top most helpful reviews is the redemption arc that all yeek heads were waiting for.
All the yeek heads? What yeek heads? What are you talking about?
Someone posted
yeeked out. The personification of cringe. They are kringle.
Yeeked out during the whole demo. Oh my gosh, the game.
Okay, well, if you're saying the demo fixes a lot of criticism for the original game, I'll give it a shot. I'll be man enough to say screw it. I'll give it a shot. Now, them saying that there's some yeek heads out there, I'm like, what the f are you talking about? You're talking way out of your ass.
I love some of the. Someone's like, yeek heads. We're so back. glow up for
We're still
Alex
back,
Yeek
baby.
and the Yeekets. I'm gonna ack off.
horrible
I'm
name
a
for a
yeek
community.
for real. Just let me know.
I'm yeeking out, baby.
He
Oh,
doesn't hold his head no more, sad face. Yeeked the fuck
horrible.
out.
That's the
story
worst
is
naming for
so
a community
hard
of
to
my life. I don't
sit
think I could think of a
through.
worse name for community.
After this demo, I'm now a big fan and can't wait to see what's in the full game. Honestly, alright. The vibrating with motion game is kind of fun now. Please let us skip cutscenes in a later update.
I'll have to look. I'll give it a shot. You know what? Fuck it.
Uh,
But I hope you're doing well, Val. By the way, I appreciate you coming in here from the right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So what was the topic? We keep dodging it. It's like
Yeah,
everything keeps happening.
sorry.
I'm like, what's happening?
sorry, guys. I had to yeek out a little bit.
You had to eke out a little like thing. You're like, hold on, I gotta.
Anyway, so the topic or it's something that happened recently that you might have probably already heard of if you watched Some Ordinary Gamers, aka Mutahar. Or might have just heard of on your own. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Ubisoft recently unlisted the game The Crew, like the original one, and was even going further to, like, rescinding people's ability to access the game, even if they had already bought it. And apparently, if you go to, like, to try to get the listing on the, or, like, access, it'll be like, oh, this game's not available, but go pursue your dreams in the store or something, like, really fucking pretentious. And it's just kind of, like, on top of, this other guy that was talking about, like, digital preservation and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, The Crew. I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's really sparked a major thing with, you know, like, hey, owning, like, you know, like, what the fuck?
Well, because the thing is with, and I've always said this about digital, in essence with digital, you are just yicking off at the, yicking off all stream, on stream, off stream. I'm always taking the yick way out. Sorry, I had to make the joke. You're sailing the 7 seas. There's stuff now. If I want to play, that's fair. I mean, I think for me, my biggest thing is that you never truly own a digital game. It's a license. It's always a license. And, you know, no other company until now has ever taken the opportunity, because they could literally write into the EULA like, oh, we can revoke you, we can take this away from you, and you own nothing.
Yeah.
And we don't owe you your money back. And I think that's always has been one of my least favorite things about digital games, is that they could write it in, and they could very easily do it, and that's totally within their legal rights, and they could ban you for whatever stupid, inane reason, even if it's like a multiplayer game, and they'll be like, nah, we don't like you, ban, gone, sayonara.
Yeah. Which,
not able to use this.
Yeah, technically,
and
I
it's
guess
really sad. I mean,
they have that right to do
especially with,
so, but it's still so douchey.
It's a douchey thing, so that's why most companies haven't done it, but like now we're starting to get into that era where they are. I mean, I know recently they just like closed down the Wii U and 3DS online, so like all these games that are now like completely abandoned and just you can't do anything with them. They're just useless, and I find that so depressing.
Yeah,
That there's so much of an era game, and these games are amazing too. Like I know Splatoon 1, Mario Kart 8, what was it, Xenoblade Chronicles X, like so many online games on the Wii U that are just gone now. You can't use them. They're worthless.
Yeah,
they're literally
the PPS systems in like X and Y or OS, and then I can't remember what the feature was in
the GTS system.
Yeah, like
there
RIP.
was, what else was there? Oh, Final Fantasy. Have you ever played Final Fantasy Explorers?
I have not.
Oh, it's a great MMO
Also,
RPG
hi,
for
Pats.
the 3DS.
How
yeah,
are
you can't do that anymore because there's no online. That's not a thing, so you can't go online. You have to just be in person.
Yeah, or
a lot of the
do
Street Pass stuff is broken.
You do the thing that most people do when Nintendo shuts down servers. You firmware your device, or get someone who knows how to do it, and you access fan-made servers that are, you know, running at a loss.
Oh yeah, no.
People are dedicated.
I mean, Pretendo
to
actually is a great one, which you know where to find Pretendo if you know where to go. Yeah. But yeah, they make it super easy now. They you don't even need to like modify your consoles. They make it like surprisingly easy to just log in and just have that as a service, which is fine. That's good. I'm just mad that there's no official way to do it anymore, especially for like, again, eShop stuff and online games. It's becoming a problem now, and it's only starting to become a problem because more and more companies are doing it. The only one who ever backed down from closing their store was, weirdly enough, Sony, and it's because so many people were so angry at Sony for attempting to even consider the idea that they said, nope, never mind, we're leaving it. Nope.
Yeah, no, like they, honestly, good for them for keeping it up too, because I know they also made sales, like, they had to have made a decent amount of sales, like, from first off the official closing
I think there's enough people justifying it.
People, like, saying, hey, this was a great move, we're gonna go buy some stuff from this. Because yeah, not
Except
everyone.
now it's a problem to do it though, because like I've done a couple purchases on like the PS3 and the PSP shop. It is a pain in the motherfucking ass to do because you want to know the way to do it.
Don't you have to like buy like a PlayStation points card to do it? Like you can't add money
No.
directly.
So you go to your online account, you log in, you add in funds to your account, you then hop off, you then go onto the PlayStation Store. Then you can find the game you want, add it to the list, and there is no wish listing, there is no nothing, so you have to actively type it in, you have to remember the name of the game, because if it's not in the, like, list of games that are favored or whatever, you have to actively type it in every single time, and then you go to it, add it to your cart, and then and only then can you buy it, and if you ever want to buy DLC, or if it's, like, an odd number priced game, then you have to add more money just to be able to get the game. So, like, let's say the game is, I don't know, $30, you have to add in $20, then another $10 to get that 30 amount.
Bro, that shit sucks. What the fuck?
It is horrendous. They make it actively difficult, and it is not fun to explore that store whatsoever. So I had to make a physical list just to be able to remember all the games I wanted for like the PS3.
Yeah.
And that just for me, I don't think anyone's mad enough to do that. So I'm just it's annoying. It's stupid. And I know also Xbox is removing their 360 store recently as well. They've announced that. I don't know if it's either happening this month or it already happened in March, but I know it's going to happen regardless. And it's just ludicrous, man.
Yeah,
that
no.
they're just, especially for Xbox, especially because they are emphasizing more digital games more than anything else. I'm like, wouldn't you want to have your 360 store alive? Or if not, bring in most of those games to modern consoles and platforms?
Yes. Yes. Hi, Ginpads. Hi, Axum. How are y'all doing? Yeah, no.
Ubisoft was the worst so far. They did a sale on games that were going to end support for a month later. It was so bad. That's awful.
Like,
what's even the point?
Yeah, like, Muda talked about it. Like, there's some things that, like, it's just, like, with how they have, like, their subscription services and things like that for certain things.
That's so shady.
It's so scummy.
That is the shadiest shit ever.
Better off waiting to buy, like, Gold Edition or Master, like, Remaster Edition or whatever it is than to, like, just spend money on their shitty-ass subscription. Like, Ubisoft is genuinely the scummiest when it comes to doing it. Because you don't see Steam doing this.
Absolutely.
Steam is an entirely digital platform. They would not
have
an
entirely digital platform.
Balls to do
However,
it.
I will admit that they have removed things over the years, and it's kind of sucky to see them remove it. But I understand why, and it's also on companies too, because like I was always nervous because I know recently they announced, what was it, Sonic Generations are remastering it. I got a little nervous because they could be getting rid of the original copy, which is fine, you know, whatever. But it sucks to see them take it away, or like Sega in their case when they got rid of like the individual games of the Sonic games, and they put it into the like really shitty bundle, even though they were decent enough. Okay, I'm hungry, guys. Gotta have a great stream. All right, see you later, Vivi. Take care.
Yeah, but
they even said
Vivi, thank you so much
that
for
it's
the
better
follow.
to get used
Welcome
to not
to
owning your games.
Have a good food.
That's insane. Wait, they really said that you should get used to the idea of not owning your games? What the
yeah,
fuck?
no, they said that before. Yeah, that was a few months prior. They're like, yeah, you should be.
That's
yeah,
fucked, dude.
Ubisoft has been doing it weird because, like, yeah, Steam, they have removed some games from the list. Like, I think Spec Ops is still unlisted. But the thing is, if you have bought the game, you still have access to it. Ubisoft is going to beyond that point that like they're taking it out of your library. Period. Yeah.
Did you hear about the $130 Star Wars game from Ubisoft? Wait, what? $130? The fuck? Why? I know they've also... Wait, wasn't there like a remaster of one of the Star Wars games that people were like, oh, this is absolutely garbage?
Yeah, Spec Ops is still unlisted from the store. Also, yo, fucking Skullgirls is adding Marie? Finally?
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, I was looking in my library to see it. Like, yeah, no, Marie is finally available as a playable character.
And it was also talking about how, like, I know a lot of people are moving to service stuff now, because I know recently Xbox is like, oh, we want to make Game Pass even more robust. And I'm like, that's cool and all. But my problem is that not every game is going to stick around. And let's say you want to, like, come back to playing it, or you want to, I don't know, like, take forever because, you know, we're all busy adults. And it just goes off the store. Because certain games haven't left the store. That's understandable. But let's say it's a big budget AAA title. Let's say, I don't know, Persona 5. That eventually did come off the store. And it's like, oh, shit. So if you don't own it, well, shit, you're out of luck. And you're paying more anyways. And it's kind of sad that, like, the ownership of games is starting to lessen and lessen over time. I could never even play The Crew because Ubisoft services sucked all the time. Yeah, those servers are just absolutely atrocious from what I've heard. They're pretty bad.
Yeah, no, Ubisoft's long gone are the days where we got things from Ubisoft, like, you know,
That were
the
good,
Ezio
yeah.
trilogy, like, RIP those days. Doing good, running Delibram. Nice, I really need that. Actually, I need to play 14 again.
I mean,
Also,
the thing
Gigi,
with the Arkham
hey,
series
how's it
is
going? Why are you
the
mad?
original Arkham series is really solid, but from what I've heard, the what was it, Batman Arkham Knights or whatever the multiplayer one was, like, absolutely garbage, which is kind of sad because it's based in the same universe, and also what was it, the Justice League game was also based in the same Arkham universe as Batman, so it's just like they really butchered it as a whole and took it through the ringer, which is even more depressing. It's just like I feel like companies are just so hell-bent on either remastering or like looking back to their older games or older franchises and really not doing them justice. They're just doing it for the namesake. Is it? Okay, so Gotham Knights is a different universe, but isn't the Kill the Justice League, the Suicide Squad game, isn't that still based in the Arkham universe? Ow! Churro, ¿por
That
qué?
one was fucking awful.
Yeah, I heard they like completely like butchered the characterization of like so many of the characters, including Batman. Which is wild to me. I'm like, bro, you have the comics and so much. Like, the Arkham series is bomb as hell for its characterization, and you somehow f***ed it up? How? You have an outline. You don't need to do much. How you been, Churro? What you been up to, bro?
I think it also didn't help, like, with the how they portrayed it. Like, yeah, killing the Justice League wasn't never a problem with how they, like, act. You know, fucking on the Flash's corpse. But then, like, when they kill Wonder Woman, they're all sad and, like, paying her proper respects. Like, it's so fucking weird.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Because it was Arkham Batman, and they let him die in the least Arkham Batman way. Yeah. Which is also a disservice, too, because it was also the final game that risked his soul, the voice actor for Batman, who's been doing it for many, many, many years. I forget his name for the life of me right now. It's eluding me.
Oh, did he pass away recently? Oh.
Yeah, he passed away, like, I think a couple years back. Not too many.
Oh, yeah, no, I
like maybe a year or two ago, and that was his last project he worked on, was that series. And I'm like, yeah, Kevin Conroy. Oh, he has one more? Oh shit, for real? Oh, I thought it was. Oh, okay. I was a little scared. I thought that was the last one from what I heard, and I was like, that's a shitty way to have him as his final role as Batman. It's like, here you go, and it's this really not great way to end off the character. It's like, damn. The excuse, spoiler, was that they were Brainiac's clones.
Yeah.
That's still not an excuse, though. That's like, oh yeah, they're Brainiac clones, so they're not the real thing, guys. Ha ha ha.
So funny. Let's see. My guild leader told me Guild Wars was going to be light as in light enemies, but they meant light as in use light teams. I would have joined earlier if they had said it right. Light's my best element. Don't forget they called Green Lantern and Uncle Tom one of the good ones. The game was so. Oh yeah, they did call him that. Yeah, no, while I do know most people in GBF, whenever talking about Guild Wars, it's normally spoken in the text of what elements at advantage. I'm surprised your guild leader didn't make sure that like everyone knew like, hey, it's light advantage, or like remind people like, hey, if you don't have a one-turn team, there's a really great thing on the front page that like has some like set teams that you can build, just as a reminder, like, hey, yeah, this is fucking light advantage, which also chances are next one, GG, is probably dark advantage. So yeah, we're all gonna have fun. Yeah, no,
I was also like,
the game was so shit.
I'm trying to remember what else there was, because I was trying to remember that there was also like something else in that game that people really didn't like. I think it was like, I think it was one of the characters they like decided to like completely alter, and they're like, oh no, but that original character from the original games don't count. What was it? I think it was Deadshot. Would they replace for whatever reason?
I can't
and people
remember.
were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Deadshot. I was like,
also Draco. Hey, girl,
and their whole
how's
justification
it
for
going?
why that was like, no, this is the real Deadshot.
Exactly,
the other one was a fake. But I'm like,
but
wait a minute, you're telling me that the entire time that Batman's like, no, this is Deadshot. It's like, no, this was a faker all along, and he died off camera. What?
Yeah, nah, I get it. We're not a competitive crew either.
Like, do you know how stupid that sounds in context?
Now a Slack
it's like, what the hell?
Because that was the first time we've ever.
What's even the point, man?
But we got our asses.
Like, you don't gain anything. There was no reason.
But yeah, no, like, if you have like casual people in your crew, like, you need to make sure that
Arkham
that
back
know,
Deadshot Origins
like,
was
going
up to,
because like we have a lot of people that either were like returned back to the game or like
which is weird. I guess they wanted to align it. I think they were pulling like a
I'm gonna deafen for a second. Just because my headphones are making it sound really weird because I'm not using my usual wireless headphones because, of course, I didn't charge any of them. So we're using some old wired headphones, and it just makes things sound super whack. But yeah, like, my crew in particular, because we have a full stack now, I have a lot of people that are either A, returning players like myself, who either put the game down for a year or so and we're coming back and just want something casual. B, we have people who literally started the game, like, during Anniversary because they played GBF versus Rising, and they're like, hey, yeah, we're just gonna go play the regular game, or, like, we just want to play the regular game. That's cool. So, like, yeah, you kind of just, if you're more on the casual side, like, you definitely need to make sure your casual players or newbies, like, know what the fuck's going on, and, like, explaining things properly. Like, I typed out an entire, like, breakdown of what Guild Wars even is, and what you have to do as a person, with a TLDR that I sent my new people. Because they were like, hey, Koko, what the fuck is, what is this? I'm confused. And it's like, hey, don't worry, I got you. Not much, waking up to some coffee and watching Demon Slayer. Nice. Yeah, no, shit's wild.
So I'm just, it's such a wild time for them to just randomly change it and kind of have a weird justification for it. Like, it's fine if you want to do the change. That's fine. I'm not against change. It's just more, if you're gonna change it for a universe that doesn't involve this franchise, where it's kind of canonically set in stone.
Yes. How is everyone? I'm doing all right. Ryker, how you
I'm doing pretty good. I'm vibing. I'm enjoying life. You know, I'm coming off of a lot of tiredness. I've been busy. I think it's just the best way to put it. I've been busy.
I feel that.
Life's been hard, man.
Oh my gosh, I'm almost finished getting through your reward queue.
Oh, is that cats? Did you just send me an image of cats?
Yeah, I sent you that. That was that meme I started laughing at like 15 minutes ago, and I'm like, I'm gonna send this to you and put the link in my chat. Cause why not?
It's just if it's the same universe character, I expect you to be consistent with it. Exactly. No, and I agree with you. If you're gonna like change it for a universe where it doesn't involve like something that you're tying it to. I think that's always been my crux. It's like, you have it one way, keep it that way. It's kind of the same reason that they have like Joker back, which we were like, wait, why is Joker back in this game? They're like, oh, because he's from an alternate universe where he's not as insane, and he was the leader of his Suicide Squad. I'm like, just give it up, guys. Like, stop.
Yeah. But yeah,
that was also another thing. I was like, but this is so stupid. Like, just leave Joker alone. He's dead. Let him be dead.
Yeah, let the man die. It's kind of like
let the man die.
It's like with FNAF, how like hopefully with sorry, I had to take a sippy.
No, yeah, you're good.
With how in fucking the recent one, Security Breach. Hopefully this is the last time we fucking see William Afton. I'm tired of seeing his face. I am fucking
William Afton.
Tired of seeing him. He was supposed to have died in Pizzeria Simulator.
Several times. Like, yeah, the only times that man has died and has just survived, like, you have the initial time he died, you have the time he died in 3, he then died again in the 4, and like, what was it? The custom night. And then one more time.
Yeah, like,
and the recent one, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
No, he was supposed to be permadead, which I will give it to them, like, you know, the people that took on doing the stuff for Security Breach, whole new team, and I guess they just didn't want to go
because I feel like if that's the thing, is that they're tying it so heavily to the games. They're like, well, we can't have a game without William Afton. That just seems weird. I'm like, no. He's dead. Let him stay dead.
I don't want him
killed
to be
him
the big
several
bad
times.
ever again.
Dear Lord, this man does not need to keep coming back. Like, let him rot in hell.
The Herbal Eye!
Find a new enemy.
Yes, the Herbal Eye! Herbal Eye! Michael Afton's hard to kill. Oh, you're talking about William. Yeah, no, we're talking about William, Purple Man.
Please use materials from the books. I would like that. That'd be cool. I'd like to see them use materials from the books.
Also, unironically, the movie is still one of the best things that has come out of that series, aside from, like, the originals and, like, Pizza Sim. And, like,
Pizza
the
Sim
first
is
Help
fun.
Wanted.
Nah.
Like, yeah.
You're not into the book idea?
I mean, the books are alright. I know they kind of go, like, a little weird and different with things, but, like, the FNAF movie fucks,
they go fast and loose.
Like, the movie kind of, like, took in with some of the book stuff, and the games, and I think it pulled some shit out of its ass, and, you know, I'm here for it. William Afton was
you know what? I can roll with it. I like it, you know?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it nonetheless. It was still a fun time, regardless. I do not have any sort of hatred towards it.
The FNAF movie was perfection. William Afton was made the promise he won't die, so that makes sense. Yeah, he always says
It was
he'll always
Shaggy.
come
It's the
back.
Shagster.
I don't fucking care.
Like
I want him
Zoink
to die.
I'm being
I
put in
want
a
him
slinglock
not here
like
anymore.
hell.
I don't fucking care.
Huh?
I was just saying, I don't care if William Afton said he'll always come back. I'm tired of seeing his bitch ass face. Peter from the Hunger Games after
You're like, you better not come back in the sequel. You.
Peter from the Hunger Games after Katniss leaves him and takes the kids.
Thank you, Pats. What's up, bro? How you doing? Soing Scoop, the children are attacking.
No,
Oh, God.
Me, I want him to rot in a sewer. Okay, I'm glad everyone fucking hates William Afton and is tired of him. The only part of William Afton that I accept is the fact that Springtrap is Quite's husband, and they're happily married.
I mean, that's it. I think at this point, I'm like, it was a cool concept. It's like, yes, the murderer came back. And I'm like, cool, gotcha. We're done, though. We're done. We're done.
Don't want to see him anymore after this. I want him gone forever.
Like if I see one more pair of bunny ears that are green, I'm walking away. I'm leaving the game.
If I see William Afton anytime soon again, I'm going to throw down. Like, there's gonna be problems.
You're gonna go to the theater, knock on the general manager's door. Get your bitch ass out here.
I will start problems.
The books aren't even tied to the games, but they still share ideas between universes. That is true. They have canonically stated that. Well, there's some books. That's the thing. It's like there's the novelizations aren't canonical, but certain books I know are canonically tied to the games, which is a little odd. And that's why I always don't like that about the books, is that they kind of like crisscross. I'm doing okay. Just been playing some Animal Crossing. Hell yeah.
Ooh,
you know,
Animal Crossing.
Actually, you want to do that, Coco? You guys still got Animal Crossing?
Yeah, my Switch is dead though. I'd have to charge it.
God damn it! You know what? Go charge the Switch. We'll do it next time.
Oh, hold on. It's pausing my stuff. Yeah, I'll charge it. Just like, if you want to play that next week, I don't mind. Or not next week, the week after.
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I've been wanting to. My goal has been to play the original GameCube one of these days.
Oh my gosh, the original GameCube game fucks! I love it so much!
It's so good. It's so goddamn good. But what's annoying is that I had to, like, hunt down one that came with the, like, memory card, which was such a pain in the ass.
Oh man.
It is stupid, because you'll find the game on its own, and that's cool. Or you'll find the game with the case and the manual, but you will never, it is impossible to find all the pieces together.
Really?
Especially that memory card.
I guess some people did not want to keep their shit together. Like mine, I
don't know, or they broke it or they lost it.
If I open up mine, I'm pretty sure it would have the Animal Crossing memory card in it. If not, it's
I don't know,
my
man.
GameCube. I don't know.
And there's also the fact that I need to get a Game Boy Advance as well with the e-reader, because I know there's the e-reader cards that are notoriously difficult to find.
Good luck with that, because you're also gonna need a Japanese copy of the game for that.
Not necessarily. They do work.
They work on PAL and
yeah, they
outside?
do work. They
Really?
are canonically designed for this version.
Huh. I didn't know
Yeah,
that,
so that's why they actually in the Japanese market there's actually two versions of the original Population Booming. There's the first version and then there's the e-reader plus, which is the American version that we had.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
So they do have a lot of. There's I think one or two things that they have that we don't, but those are like the NES games. But if my memory serves me right,
you can cack them into the game if I recall correctly. I forget that our first one was Tubotsu no Mori E+. I really.
Yeah, it was the second game.
But yeah, no, I
think
weird. You can technically hack them in without the e-reader cards.
Ryker wants to be playing the 4-player Legend of Zelda game. I do want to play Four Swords Adventure. I want to.
Four Swords. Oh my gosh. I never
It's
got
so good, but it's
that.
a colossal pain in the ass to set up because you have to get the game, have 4 Game Boy Advances, have 4 link cables, and 4 human beings to be in the same room at the exact same time and consistently do it. And it's like, how the hell are you going to do that in 2024? The fuck?
Yeah, honestly.
It's so sad. And I'm like, I wish Nintendo brought this over. Hell, we got Crystal Chronicles. Okay, yeah, I could, but it's not the same thing, and it tends to also be pretty finicky when you do it like that.
Yeah, FaZe, you gotta remember, Riker's a pretty, like, tried and true, original hardware kind of person. Which I give him props for.
Well, I was also gonna say, because, like, the way that, specifically the way that this game is designed, you need to have the Game Boy Advances, and I don't know, even if with emulators, I don't know if they operate the same way, you know what I mean?
They might, but you would also have to use a service like, that one, like, casting service that you can use to play some games co-op.
Yeah.
Because I know that works for GameCube
So that was kind of the problem,
games.
is that it's not... it's not using traditional controllers. It's using the Game Boy Advances, which also use a separate screen whenever you go off on your own accord. And I'm like, that was kind of the bigger problem. Was I don't know if that functionality exists.
I forget Riker's into real life retro consoles like a 3DS.
Like 3DS. Oh,
Damn,
I do like the 3DS. I do. It's my childhood console, and I feel old as fuck.
No, the 3DS is technically a childhood console. I'm gonna kill myself.
It is now. It ain't it weird, huh?
Oh no, I hate that. That was something I got like in
So-
high school, going into college.
That was always kind of like my problem with these kind of games that use like the dual screen aspect. Like with Wii U, you could totally do it, but it's just GameCube was that weird in between where they wanted to do it but they didn't, and it's like, god damn it.
Wii U was so
That's
fun.
why I'm glad that Crystal Chronicle exists in a modern setting now with the re-release, because it works, and I really like that they have all the multi-screen functionality that the original had, but better. It's great. So I'm hoping that maybe Nintendo will be like, hey, we got you, fam, and we're gonna remaster Four Swords Adventures.
Same. I had the 2DS, 2DS XL in high school throughout college. Same. I also like how this is where our conversation got, because we never even finished fully with Ubies. Like we got sidetracked with fucking
No way. What's up, Backsack? How you doing? How you doing?
But yeah.
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, the crux of like Ubisoft doing what they did is just shady as fuck, and I think it's dumb.
Yeah.
What's up? How you doing today? How you been? What you been up to?
Honestly, don't see any other service like Steam. Oh my gosh, yeah, they'll pull games from the store. They would not ever probably go as far as to take it out of your library. And I really, I kind of want to. I wonder if this is going to just tank Ubisoft even further, because they've already kind of gotten like the start of a very bad reputation. Especially with the quality of their games going down. Like, do you think it's actually going to have any major effect on them?
Oh, true. Absolutely. Talking about 3DS age, it's a beautiful thing, and then Ubisoft, it's just the biggest stinker of the entire like gaming industry, and you're just like, really? Do I have to touch it? Do I have to go near it? Man.
Yeah. Like, I wonder.
I saw you. I was talking. Oh, hell yeah. I'm glad to hear. Let's go. The Floofer has made it through. Let's go.
Let's go.
But I think the biggest crux about the Ubisoft situation is that it's dumb. It's really a bad idea. It's going to hurt them in the long run. But I think it's indicative of like the greater issues of the gaming industry as a whole, where we're moving more and more away from ownership or even licensing of the games. Now, we're getting to a point where we're essentially we're getting to the Netflix of gaming, and I find that terrifying.
Yeah.
Because the concept of that horrifies me. Like, yeah, you're paying an all-around cheaper amount if you're playing the majority of said games. But let's say you want one or two games. Like, I know for me, like, I don't get the Game Pass because I feel like most of the games I'm like, well, I'll play that one and then I won't pay it again for like another good month. And then I'll pay it again whenever I want to play a game, and then I won't play it again. And that's assuming that they keep that game for a long period of time. Because I've noticed that like some big AAA titles don't stick around for very long. They'll stick around for like maybe about like 3 or 4 months, and then it's gone. So if you're consistently playing it and you're playing it super, super quickly, then you will.
Yeah, and also, do you think this is going, like, given the fact that Ubisoft
that is not true.
The first to do this, like, to go this far with it, and also the comments they've made, do you think it's going to start pushing further with the movement of preservation, like how it's already started that conversation of, like, oh god, who is that one channel that's currently doing, like, a really big movement with, game preservation? I cannot remember who his name is right now.
I think I know who you're referring to. I don't know. Yeah, but it's just I think there was a couple of them. I think there was one guy who like downloaded all the games from the Wii U and 3DS, which I found amazing. Fuck yeah, please do that.
Yeah.
Limited Run? Limited Run is a little shady in the way they operate and do things. They're not great.
Yeah, but no, like,
Limited Run is not bad. It's a good start in the right direction.
Do you think it's gonna push
Moist
people
Critical.
into doing it? Moist Critical,
Critical?
Jesus himself. No, it wasn't Moist Critical.
This is why I don't play AAA titles often.
I think Charlie talked about it though. If anything, I think Muda would talk about it too.
Yo, what's up, Ferret? How you doing? Howdy, how you been?
Hey, Ferret. How's it going, gamer?
It's been a while. What you been up to?
Yes.
I think it's just one of those things where I really am proud that there's more and more companies wanting to bring, like, even just digital games physically. I'm like, that's amazing. Do I think it's the end-all, be-all? No. But it's a start in the right direction to have preservation so that if, for whatever reason, these services go down or, like, you can't get the online digital version, you have some sort of backup version to, take inspiration or whatever from,
Yeah, it just kind of makes me wonder if we're going to start seeing things like more, Zims layers popping up, but, like, maybe more specialized. which would be nice.
Or like I know recently they actually just like I remember because Sega did a thing called the Sega Digital Ages or Sega Ages initiative where they brought a bunch of their digital and old school games to modern platforms. They actually started to slowly delist a couple of them. Like I know they just delisted Shinobi for like the Genesis, and I think it's because of
Really?
remaking OG Shinobi. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
had noticed it like right off the bat they had delisted it, and I was like, that's so weird. Why would you delist it? And then I realized, oh, because they're remaking it because of the new version. Because when Sega like announced a bunch of their games that they're bringing over, I'm guessing they're remaking the original in this like new art style, which is cool, but it's derivative. I want to play the original, and that's kind of the problem is that like these companies want to kind of wipe away the original copies.
yeah, or like at least if
The
you're doing a
Hexagenesis, oh
remake, like
god,
pack the original in with it, because the game file of the original is small
Mhm.
enough. It wouldn't even take up a fourth of the space on there, much less an eighth.
Oh, I was in pain, man. Playing Helldivers 2. Ooh, he's got
Helldivers is
democracy
pretty
on the
fun.
mind.
Yeah, I'm
We must
really
protect it from the insects and the robo uprising.
yes, I'm really hoping the developers of Helldivers kind of stop to like slow the roll on everything that they're like implementing update wise, and they start to focus a bit on you know, patching out bugs. Because very noticeable as of late, there are a lot more bugs in the game since recent content's being added, what feels like every other week. But there's just not
Yeah,
a whole
pretty
lot
much.
of, like, you know, patching out shit that, you know, or fixing things. So I'm hoping they do
Yep.
that. Like, I'm
Yep.
fine with them releasing a lot of stuff in the game, and new enemy types, and new gun types, and new warbond shit. Like, that's fine and dandy, but if the bugs are starting to become a thing where it will cause you to disconnect from the server multiple times, like, yeah. Like, they need to slow
Yeah.
their roll a little
I
bit.
feel like I can feel your pain.
Focus on
I
patching
can feel your
for
pain.
now. And then they can release more new content. I don't want them to, like, burn people out, because eventually, you know, some people are going to drop off because, like, yeah, they've played everything, and, you know, like, it's just, there's not enough to keep them appealed
Bro.
because the bugs aren't being fixed.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I got stuck in the floor twice today, and controllers are unplayable for a lot. Oh, damn, that
Yeah.
sucks.
It's just
That's
that
always sucky whenever they
need a
haven't
lot
fixed
of
that. You'd
bug
think by now
fixing.
because considering how popular that game has become, you'd think they would have fixed that.
Yeah.
A lot of companies started out without thinking to preserve their merchandise and stuff. I know that the Pokemon Company did that
now
when they
the
went on
GBA,
eBay
DS
and bought
Lite,
back a
DSI,
bunch of
those were
their
my
merchandise
childhood.
for
Fuck
people.
the
Dude,
same.
I
That makes me
know.
feel old.
I think that's kind of the thing is
Same.
that it's kind of like any industry in sort of artistic medium. They never really think to
let's see.
preserve it. Any of
Ubisoft
this because
has
they're like, oh,
Assassin's
no one's
Creed
gonna care about
OG
these old
through
games. They're just gonna be a
Brotherhood,
one
and
and
that was
done.
it.
But then you know
They
you
had a few
realize,
others,
especially a
but
lot of these
that aren't
online
even worth
like
mentioning,
old school
yeah.
online services because there's a lot. Like I mean, there's the Sega Channel, there was the Satellaview, there was the DD Drive. Like there's a bunch of like digital things that they've done over many years from many different companies, and they've just been lost to time or like they're becoming harder and harder to get a hold of. And it's really
Yeah.
just tragic because I mean, hell, I think I remember Squeenix talking about how they couldn't bring over Final Fantasy IX because they lost the source code. I think it was something to that extent
Ooh.
of 9, and that's why they couldn't port it over. And I was like, that's insane. How do you lose that? Or I think there was Blizzard I think they had lost StarCraft's code until someone somehow happened to have the source code for whatever reason. And they're like, oh, here you go, Blizzard. And they're like, oh, shit, we found it.
Yeah.
And that's wild to me that they just happen to lose these things so easily. By the way, hi, Homie, how you doing?
Yeah.
But that's just kind of the reality of it. That just no one cared to like preserve it until more recently. Where they're like, oh, we probably should. And by the time they did, it's kind of a lot of games kind of got lost to time. And okay, cool. I was like, don't quote me on this one. I think it was something like that. I'd heard like FF9 was just like they lost the source code or something to that extent, and that's why they couldn't bring it over. So I'm like, I don't know what they did.
Yeah.
Oh,
AAA.
they pretty much remade FF8. Oh my god, that's insane. Wow. They're just like, fuck it, I guess we're starting from the beginning.
Fucking me ball. Let's see. AAA titles are usually overhyped for their playtime and replayability. Story and replayability are the two most important things to a single-player game. Most AAA titles don't have replayability, which is a
Really?
massive issue for me. Let's see. Helldivers is a fantastic
I
game.
know,
They
wait,
do
did
need to
Crash
patch
Bandicoot
stuff.
also not have its original source code? Really? Wow, that's wild to me.
If I had a nickel for every
Considering
time
how
that...
popular Crash was, how do you lose that? I feel like at that point, that was around the time when they were like, oh, we should start remastering this. We should start considering, like, keeping these source materials on.
If I had a nickel for every time a game didn't have its original
Really?
source
FF9?
material, I would have a few nickels, which isn't a lot, but, you know, it's pretty shocking that it's happened more than once.
The fact that it happened twice is kind of strange, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
That's kind of
bro.
crazy that Final Fantasy fucked up on 8 and 9, but they somehow kept 7. That's so weird to me. Why do you keep 7? Did they just assume like, oh,
That
7,
is
that's the
weird.
best one? And yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, but no,
I'll
Helldivers
admit with
2
8,
needs patching for
not
sure.
my favorite gameplay. Like 8 is kind of mid to me. Like story is great, gameplay, woo, that's a stinker and a
At least
half
it
right
ain't
there. And then 9 is also,
13.
I think, a step in the right direction, kind of going backwards for
At
like going from like kind of cyberpunky to like more fantasy.
least it ain't 13.
But yeah,
Could always be
that's crazy to
worse.
think that they were just like meh.
Yeah,
But I guess
no.
that was just of the era. That's how they worked. Wait, I heard something. Story and replayability are the 2 most important things to single player games. Most AAA titles don't have replayability. Oh yeah, sorry, I was reading from your side.
Yeah, I read
Yeah,
that
that's fair.
already.
I had to reread it because I didn't hear it.
Damn, Riker out here saying, Coco, kill yourself. Yeah, nah, I definitely get it though,
Maybe. I
Draco.
guess you have a point that they didn't think they'd be around forever, or that they were like, oh, no one's gonna care enough to like want to use it again. So they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
we'll just like kind of throw it away or something. Like Game Freak didn't like Pokemon. They didn't think Pokemon would last as long as it has. Yeah, that is true. I mean, wasn't that like Game Freak's last attempt? Because I feel like that's weird. It's like a lot of the biggest franchises from that era. It's like this is their last ditch attempt. Final Fantasy was the last ditch attempt from SquareSoft. Pokemon was like when Game Freak was really struggling to get things. I'm trying to think of what else. There's a couple of other companies where they were saved by like one game alone. I feel like there's very few of them left.
yeah, honestly, like, I think the most recent one that comes to my mind of like someone being saved or a group being saved by like a single game would probably just be like FNAF and then also Cuphead.
Oh yeah, Cuphead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because wasn't Cuphead supposed to be their dream project? So it was a make or break. It was either they succeeded with Cuphead or it died and failed.
They
And just had to go
fucking
back.
like remortgaged their house.
Yeah, they
remortgaged
remortgaged their house just so that they could finish the game because it was that behind on there with like payments and stuff. I was like, that's wild to me that they were that dedicated and that hell bent on making this game a reality. Like that's some dedication. You gotta appreciate that.
Yeah, to remortgage your house, but that's fucking wild. Also, Soggy, thank you so much for the 35-month
Is that
resub.
Swaggy?
Welcome back to the buttery bourgeoisie. Rats.
We are the rats.
No, rats. Where the rats? I'm the
That's...
big rat that makes all of the rules. I have to put the rat on my head now. Like,
Oh, okay.
it's
I thought we were doing the birthday song. It's your birthday. Cake and ice cream are on its way.
You've been such a good boy this year.
I know, I have.
You get.
You know, it was my birthday not too long ago, so like, hey, that works.
Yo, happy belated birthday. I just that animation style for the rats, I adore it.
It is of the era, I will say, and I love it for that reason.
I love stylized polygons. I'm a bit of a whore
It's
for
great.
it. Congrats on aging.
I mean,
Riker.
N64 graphics, they may be garbage 90% of the time, but there's a charm to it occasionally.
Shout out to N64 and PS2 graphics. Gotta be my favorite genders.
Oh, thank you, homie. You already said though, but I appreciate it, homie. I appreciate it because you were there for that. I remember it. That was a wild day. That day, I will forever live in infamy in my heart. You guys were amazing, and I will never forget that.
Yeah, what happened on your birthday? Do tell, because I was not able to be around, unfortunately.
Oh my God, a lot happened.
Like,
boy,
how so?
I did a what was it? A waifu and husbando rating. That was cool. And then we went from that to playing Princess Peach's Showtime, and I got rated numerous times. And then I literally had my and this is straight up true. We had not only broken my record for the most amount of bits and subs done, and then immediately afterwards, we also broke, like the little banner that shows whenever you're in like a hype train.
Oh yeah, it
That
shows, like...
straight up broke.
Oh my gosh, y'all broke it? Let's go.
Broke. They literally went so hard it
everybody.
broke the actual banner. And I was like, no fucking way. And everyone was like, dude, it's broken for me. It's broken for me. I have to reset it. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Good job, everyone. Polyamorous? Nah, I'm only in polygons.
God, I'm only polygons, baby. I'm only into the polygonal characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also kind of curious, like, how you feel about like the more modern remakes, Coco, because I know I've seen like a couple of the new ones, and like they're like both good and bad. I have issues with, and I'm kind of curious what your feelings are.
If they actually take the time to remake it instead of just slapping on what is essentially an emulation copy on new hardware, I'm fine with that. But if they're going
Okay.
to basically make it so that I'm paying $30+ for what is essentially literally an emulated version of what I already had before that I can do on my computer for free since I own these games and these are totally my files that I'm using for sure.
Wink, wink, wink,
Wink,
wink,
wink,
wink,
nudge,
wink.
nudge. Then yeah, I'm gonna be a little
Yeah.
fucking heated. That's why, like, I'm very skeptical with buying remasters and things, because, like, sometimes, like, when they first announce it, like, you can't really tell until you actually get your hands on it or see gameplay of, like,
See, that's the thing with
if it's the true actual remaster or if they're just pulling shit to get a quick buck.
Yeah, I think. Well, the thing is that I don't mind remasters if it's a game that doesn't get a lot of love to begin with. So like in my case, so like I'd say Batten Kaitos, I was really excited that they got a remaster.
Yeah.
Ninja 5 which is a great game from Konami that was only available on the Game Boy Advance, and it's super, super rare. So, like, I'm totally down with them bringing them over because they're not very common games and they wouldn't get another life or another opportunity because there's so little copies to begin with. So, this gives them that chance for people to play it
Yeah.
that may fall in love with the franchise. So, that's fine. I don't mind that. But if it's popular games, I get a little iffy about it. And with remakes, specifically more modern ones, I like them and I don't. Like, especially I'd say Final Fantasy VII, where they're like doing kind of new things, but they're also like harkening back to the original. I like that. I like the new Persona 3 Reloaded game. I think it's amazing. My problem is it doesn't feel like the definitive version because they took aspects out of it to then sell it to you for more. And I noticed that a couple of like remakes are starting to do that now, where they're like either missing content from the original game or they'll like change things around for whatever reason it doesn't make sense for the canonical way of the way of the story, or they'll even change the entire gameplay style sometimes. Like, I mean, there's the greatest example of that is Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy VII is a hack and slash now rather than being a turn-based like RPG, because Square Enix doesn't really do turn-based anymore unless it's like sort of like separate franchises from Final Fantasy now, where they're like, oh, you want, here's Octopath, here's Bravely Default, here's this other franchise that you don't really know, and it's a new one, and it's solely turn-based.
Which I guess, given like the nature of what the what Rebirth is, like, isn't it more or less kind of like an alternate telling of the original story, or like an alternate timeline of things that had happened? Because I don't really know a whole lot about the 7 remake.
Yeah, I think from the original, so remake is essentially a retelling for the most part until the end, and for spoiler reasons I won't say much more than that. But then it changes itself. Rebirth I haven't
Yeah.
played, but what I've heard is that essentially it's kind of remixing the same thing but doing more, where they're remixing a lot of the like elements that you know, but changing it up enough to be completely
Yeah.
different, but also keeping the main story still kind of going at its own pace for the most
So
part.
that I can definitely give it a pass for, like, them remixing it and changing it to an open world, because it's like it's not necessarily like a one-to-one remaster or remake. They're doing something actually
Yeah.
different with it. It's kind of like with Oros. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I can definitely I vibe with it. Like, fuck it. Like,
No, exactly. I totally agree with you. There is a time and a place to do those sort of things. Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah.
I apologize. Go
No,
ahead.
it's all good. No, because, like, yeah, that's definitely one place to do it. But, like, yeah, no, the issue would definitely come in, like, if they've changed absolutely nothing, and they are not doing anything to improve it, I guess. And it's also, if it's a game that, like, while, like, that, I guess the only way I want to describe it as, like, if you're not doing anything to enhance anything on the game at all, just don't call it a remaster. Just call it a port. Like, I think that's where I take more things with, like, some things that are considered a remaster or called a remaster. Like, you're not a true remaster. You are not improving anything or adding on to it.
I think the thing with remasters to me is like there's just small quality of life things. It's the main crux of remasters is that you're essentially just bringing them over to modern platforms. Like that's what I've learned now, is that that's what the terminology is starting to mean. Is that it's not really doing much more than like allowing to be slightly updated graphics in like a mild way, where it's still like the base code of it is still the original whatever version it is, and then just add a couple of small things here and there. Like SMT3 is, I think, a good example of like what a remaster is nowadays, where it's like, oh, they're taking the original, added some other small quality of life stuff, and then just add a little filter on it, and then you're done. You call it a day. You wipe your hands clean. I'm like, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, like,
Again,
they're
giving
still
these games
adding
another
stuff,
opportunity
though,
to breathe life into the
technically.
franchise. Fine.
It's not like,
But you have to make them cheap. That's the thing with like remasters for me, is that if they make them cheap, I don't mind them that they exist. Because I'm like, if it's like $20, $30, $40, I'm like, that's fine, whatever, you know? Hey, it gives people the opportunity who want to play it, who may not otherwise, you know, want to go back to these older consoles or do it, you know, the Yarhar Fiddly D way, then that's fine.
yeah, but
And
like,
then with remakes, I like them doing something distinctly different. But if something was a part of the original game and they just decide to take it out for whatever reason, that's when I start having problems. Because I'm like, okay, why are you taking this out? Like, this is not necessary. Or then selling it as a separate thing. Like, I know they did that with Persona 3 Reloaded, where they took out the answer from FES, the FES version, and then they made it DLC that you have to then pay $40 for.
Yeah, which
And thank you,
they
Homefree, for letting me know that they
definitely shouldn't be
did
doing
drop the
that.
price to $40. It's still, that's great that they made it cheaper. I'm like, great for the base game, but it's just kind of annoying that you have to then pay another $40. So you're still at the end of the day paying 80 to nearly $120 for something that should have just already been there. And like, honestly, the season pass is really not that great because the majority of it is either costume, like cosmetics, music, and then finally the actual story, which doesn't come till like way later on. I'm like, really? This should have just been there, man. This just feels like if you're gonna make a definitive version, just then bring that in as a part of it.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
that's why I'll give Nintendo the pass in a lot of ways with theirs, because they do add in a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, there was 3D World with Bowser's Fury. There was
Yeah, like those are
I can't
actual
remember what other
remasters.
Mario
Like
game.
if you are adding something or at least changing something up, then yes, that I can consider a remaster. What I'm talking about is things like with the fucking Mario 3D trilogy. Those were not updated in any way. They were literally just fucking
No.
one-to-one emulations, but they were still like considered by some people to be a remaster of it. Like, fuck no, this is an emulation. I can do this on my computer, or I could just play the originals and the same thing. Like,
I think
it's scummy that like
so. No,
how
I gotta-
some things they consider as a remaster when they're not doing anything to it.
I guess I want to know, like, what is your classification of remaster for you personally?
Aside from obvious the fact of they are bringing it onto newer hardware, they are changing something about it, whether it be graphics, maybe an additional story path, they're adding something to it, like literally changing some aspects at least. Not just bringing it onto a newer like hardware. That I would
So it's
consider
not just
even
like a one-to-one. They don't do anything. There's not even a filter on it.
yeah,
There's
not
just
even
like
a filter. Like they
straight-
might change the resolution size. I would not consider just changing the resolution size and popping it onto the Switch as a remaster, like 3D Trilogy. That was the 3D Trilogy. I'm definitely a bit more skeptical on, and a very bit more harsh on because they did some very plotted, like limited or no, what's the word I'm trying to like generated demand.
FOMO.
Yeah, FOMO and like they literally created the demand for it
Manipulated
by
the
making
demand,
it by making it a limited time only because those are games that people really liked and would love to have seen again. But they didn't do anything to technically like consider it as a remaster. They literally just maybe bumped the resolution up a bit because it's going on to a different like it's going on to a newer console and that was it. They did nothing else. It's just
I
like,
got you. I'm kind of on the same page with you on this one.
yeah.
I don't like those specific ones. The only one that I was super okay with, because I feel like you can play 64 in a lot of ways on like modern consoles, and you can do the same with the Wii one. The one that I think that most people, and the reason why I got it, was the only way to legitimately get Sunshine was through this package, because they had never re-released it at any other point.
Which is so
And that's
scummy of them to do.
pretty much the thing that was, I think, holding it up. Because if you just said, don't have Sunshine, you only have like maybe let's say you replace Sunshine with Galaxy 2, I'd be like, that's stupid. That's dumb.
Like it was
That's
very
horrible.
manufactured demand. Yeah, I think that was the
Yeah,
term.
it's manufactured demand. Yeah, that's a great
so
one. And I
shitty.
know people have hated on the recent Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, which I don't understand fully the hatred for, because they're like, that's not worth it. It's the original game, but like new graphics, that's it. And I don't believe it's just that, because I feel like they've added a lot more dynamic to it. It's more modernized, and especially since it's coming off of the Game Boy, because I'm pretty sure that version is coming to the Game Boy, or even Game Boy Advance. It's still like a huge graphical update from its original variant.
Yeah,
regardless.
or like that one game that you really enjoyed that was like on fucking what, N64 or something that they recently brought over to like the Switch. Like that, I would definitely consider a remaster. If it is something that old that they are actually working to update and like bring to a newer console, yeah, I can consider that a remaster. Even if they do the bare minimum, like they'll get a pass because they are bringing it from something that is well over 30 years old. But like the GameCube,
it's something
is
so
not
ancient that no
old.
one, barely anyone knows or barely anyone has, and so it's like, here you go, here's this version for allowing you like. I noticed a lot of GameCube games have been doing that recently, and I'm really happy to see a lot of those games because I feel like a lot of them were trapped on the console, really not getting versions, and it was kind of, and especially with GameCube prices going completely through the roof, and they've kind of kept climbing, and they haven't really changed all that much. So the ability to be able to play these games on modern platforms where they otherwise would not be able to play them, period. And I'm like, I guess, yes, you can do Your Heart Fiddly D, but the grander gaming community would not know they even exist, let alone go ahead and Your Heart Fiddly D it. And I feel like that's kind of the biggest thing, is that they're getting a second opportunity to live again.
Yeah, and I think definitely
like, if it's a AAA company,
or not just
like
Nintendo.
I get why people are like mad about it.
I should say, like, yeah, like there's just like it's AAA companies are probably taking advantage of the fact that most people don't know how to Your Heart Fiddly D anything. Or that there's places like, you know, Zimslayer that are working with preserving these games that you can, like, have install guides for. And they take advantage of that to cut corners as much as they can with putting it out. Which is why, you know, they might not be inclined to update graphics or add a little bit new in, and that they'll, or even put a filter. Like, they will do the bare minimum.
Exactly, but I guess it also has to be reflective of the price too. Because if you're getting, like, say they do nothing and they charge you $20, then I'd be like, it's not great, but you know what? I'll take it because it's $20.
At that point, I guess, like, if it's something fucking ancient, like, yeah, sure, well, why not? But if it's something on the GameCube for just $20, like, the GameCube's not that old. But they want to bring a fucking Dreamcast game on here, like, bro, if they fucking remastered Seaman from the Dreamcast and put it on Switch,
fuck yeah,
I would buy that.
I think the best one would be like Power Stones. They bring over, oh god, I'm trying to think of like the original Jet Set to like modern, because I know they
like Jet
actually
Set.
No, I lied. There's one specific Jet Set that they've never brought over, and I don't understand why. Jet Set Radio Future. They have never ported that game ever.
Like those would make sense. They are old. They deserve it, especially since there's so many games that are popular that are based on Jet Set. Not even with Sega.
Exactly. I mean, Bomber Cyberpunk is a great example of that. We're getting a new Jet Set Hell, and I find that insane that it's like, okay, hold on a minute. You're telling me we're getting a new Jet Set, but yet you refuse ardently to put the the most recent version, which is Jet Set Radio Future, on any other console that's not the Xbox.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Remasters are just a beast of their own, and I really think companies need to not do, like, or they don't need to cut corners. Like, at least, I don't even care if you just add a quality of life feature in and then put a filter on. That's it. Just, if you are adding something, at least, it gets the right to be called a remaster. Or if it's something old that's, like, from the NES or older, like, sure. I will just bring it onto new software, you can call it a remaster. But do not sit there and pull this artificial demand shit with a triple pack of 3 games that people only want the middle one for. And have the nerve to charge $30 for it, make it limited, like, supply, and then stop selling it ever again. Like, especially when there
was it $30? I thought it was $60.
I don't remember how much it was. It was something like
30, I think it was 60.
I don't know.
I'd have to look it up again.
That's
I think
even
it was
worse.
60.
What the fuck?
I mean, they also did that with Fire Emblem as well. They attempted to, because they did it with the original NES Fire Emblem. What was it called? Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Light Sword, I think was its name.
Shit. Oh my gosh.
And I found that hilarious, because I realized this. Nintendo had like a bunch of games that they've made over the years that they've held on to, like withheld for whatever reason. They did that with Earthbound Beginnings, did it with Star Fox 2. Apparently they did it with Fire Emblem, where they had completed versions. They just never released it for whatever reason.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Earthbound. That I don't mean to sound like most people who have been crying for Mother 3, but I'm also just saying, if we have a fan-made, like, you know, version or translation of the game, why can't Nintendo just buy the rights to that and then use that to release Mother 3 officially? Like,
because they would be relenting and they'd realize, oh, we're just that incompetent to actually be able to release a game that has been asked for and begged for. Like, listen, I love don't get me wrong, I love the games. I think some of the decisions are super stupid and just they are wildly incompetent in a lot of ways, and they cannot modernize in so many different aspects. So I will give where shit is due, but I still believe that they make some of the best games and are willing to hold on to games like when it's needed to do. So I'll give them credit. They are like titans of the industry in a lot of ways, but they are so behind in so many other aspects.
And it's just really weird because, like, they've had games that are worse to localize make it over here, like Animal Crossing the OG. Like we've talked about, that was originally Dobutsu no Mori, was one of the largest localization projects that they took on, not just for the fact of translating all of the text, which was you know, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of lines, but also the fact that they had to go through and edit a lot of the items out and replace them with an English equivalent because they assumed most people at that time, and given the time period rightfully so, not a whole lot of people that weren't online or had internet would have known a lot about some of these Japanese customs and items and what they meant. Like, they had to replace it with whole new fucking items with their own descriptions and models.
To, like, localize it.
But you're telling me that Mother 3 is where they draw the fucking line on localization?
It's really weird. I mean, I was also going to say, the best example of this was, and this is one of my favorite games ever, and I'm really wanting to get it one of these days, is Cubivore, which I don't know if you've heard. I think we talked about it with you, Koko.
Cubivore, your beloved.
Yeah, my beloved Cubivore. It is a game that even Nintendo didn't have faith in, and Atlas was like, "Fuck it, we'll release it." Atlas, literally the company that had no involvement with them. They were with Sega at the time, and they were kind of like more or less like on buddy terms. Yet they were like, "No, we want to bring this over. We want to make damn sure that this game is available to the masses. It is a bomb as hell." And yet you refuse to bring over Mother, or even hell, Doshin the motherfucking giant.
Yes. Also, poor Tanjiro the fucking crow dude. R.I.P. Tanjiro.
Like, I don't understand where their lines are, and it makes no sense. I mean, what hasn't happened? What hasn't had happen? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Arsen. I hope that things get better for you, bro.
Yeah, nah. It's
no, and I think what's even worse too is more recently they had brought over Mother 3 to the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah,
Man, I would. And see, it's even funnier too because I'm like, technically you'd be like, well, it's JRPGs and Nintendo doesn't. They literally helped localize, what was it, Dragon Quest 7 or something? Or 7 or 8, I don't remember the number, but it was one of the numbers, to the 3DS, and they had to rework that game, and they even showed, I think there was like a whole exhibit of how many fucking pages it took for them to completely redo that Dragon Quest game, and it was literally like taking up 3 bookshelves, 2 or 3 massive bookshelves, just to rewrite that game to fit on the 3DS. I'm like, okay, so you're willing to go through that effort to publish this game on your console. You refuse to do the Game Boy game? Really?
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, and it like them relying on the fan project translation wouldn't be the worst thing that's happened with gaming industry. Like, let's not forget the one company that had an anti-cheat so harsh that they locked themselves out of it. Or like they locked, or other people who officially bought the game were locked out of it, and they had to rely on a pirated version of the game to fix it, and then put a patch out.
I was just gonna say,
like,
I mean,
it's not the first time anything like that would happen, or the worst example.
Got you. Give me 1 second, Arsen. I'm gonna read your thing. But really quickly, I just wanted to say this, that I think for me, my biggest issue as well is I don't understand that especially with Nintendo's like reluctance to bring in like the audience. Like, some games I understand them like blocking whatever, fine, but other companies have brought in like fan-made games before. I mean, Capcom with the when they weren't doing Mega Man stuff, they said the Mega Man X Street Fighter thing, that was originally a fan-made project before Capcom was like, you know what, let's just bring them in to the fold. Christian Whitehead was making a bunch of fan-made Sonic stuff before he became a part of like working with Sega on Sonic games going forward, and most of their like ports of their games to like consoles and stuff. So I'm like, I don't understand Nintendo's reluctance to work with the community to some degree. I'm not even saying like you need to have them ardently a part of your company. That's not even what I'm saying. You could have them just be like, work on this one project for you, and then be like, we're done here. Wipe your hands clean. Because then at least it'd be out there. Because clearly they are wanting to do it, and you don't even need to have that much manpower. Because if my memory serves me right, when it comes to the Mother 3 fan-made thing, it was like, what, 2 or 3 people max for like the English version?
Like
it wasn't very many people. You would not be charging all that much. Like, if your worry is like, oh, we need to get a whole team to do it, you don't need a team.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. I just feel like it's just them just being like, we don't want to do it. I'm like, cool. That's just you losing money on the table and then essentially allowing people to do this, and you can't get mad at that point.
Yeah.
I'm being yanked in 8 different directions. Military service is acting more stalkery than a crazy ex. Its midterms are similar season, and I just found out that a friend that I'm starting to get close to is gay, and my brain went full gay panic, full blown gay panic. And I'm just short-circuiting, living on a prayer and a coffee. I'm cooling. Damn. That's a lot.
That's so a lot there, bud. Though, honestly.
I mean, I feel like that's... Yeah. I mean, especially with the like midterm feel, I'm like, bro, I feel that. Especially when you're having like, man, I want to do something with some friends, and then you're like, oh, I got midterms. It's like, ah, fuck, shit.
Yeah, shit's wild.
I feel that. Though I can't like I don't know how to feel about like I can't relate on the top part where it's like I've never dealt with that. I've only had like 1 or 2 times where I've had like, hey, you want to join the Coastal Guard? I'm like, I'm good, thanks, bro. And they're like, all right, we failed.
The Marines still
I've gotten a
email
couple
me
texts,
all
but
the
that was
time
annoying.
and text me too. Even though I made it
They
clear to
text
them.
me and then I kind of like put myself on a list and they're like, okay, we'll stop, because like they knew that I was getting angry with them. They're like, okay, so we should stop pissing them off.
Yeah, I've told them multiple times, take me off this list. I have no interest in.
Which just to damn. That's a way to find out. It's like, oh, today's the day. You're gonna find it a lot. Shit. Enjoy. You're like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this. What do I do?
Got so much fur on you, trifecta.
Oh, is it the for baby?
Yeah, he's up here in my lap, and I got a little comb that one of them brought. That's actually really good for removing fur. So it's super tiny.
Oh hell yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Everywhere, so it's like, okay, I'm just gonna brush him out with it. And he actually. Don't know if the mic's catching any.
Oh, I gotta
of
put this
purrs,
one. I gotta put the studying music on. I'm trying to think of what else. It's really funny too to see like how quiet like gaming news has been, honestly, because I feel like the past couple of weeks has been kind of wild for gaming news, of like Xbox doing their own thing, Sony kind of essentially hinting at the idea of them maybe going to the next generation, people like practically screaming at Nintendo to bring over the new thing.
It's kind of nice, honestly, that like nothing is happening and that it gives people just a little time to just take a break and chill.
Yeah. Well, I also just feel like in general, like gaming news has kind of devolved into rumors. And I think it's what kind of makes it's kind of sad, honestly. Because I feel like, I don't know, even going back a few years, like I remember back when the 3DS and Wii U were the main things, there was a hypeness to it, but like leaks weren't as super common. It was common, but it wasn't as common. So I feel like people had the opportunity to be surprised and be like, awestruck by the games, and I feel like now everyone's kind of jaded, and it's just sort of like, oh, it's the same thing over again, and oh, whenever we get something new or like something crazy, people are like, it was mid, or this was mid, and that was mid, and it's like, really?
Yeah. Leagues also normally aren't what they used to be either.
No.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the first.
Yeah.
This guy's probably one of the first people that actually treats me right, and I'm losing it. Hey man, that's good. That's a positive though. Like, hell yeah.
Broski, nothing
Ryker's a ninja. It would be wasted potential if he was a Marine. I mean, I could do it. I can swim. I don't know about swimming in the ocean. I'm a little hazy about the idea. I'm kind of terrified of it, but I could do it.
I don't know if you want to. You did almost drown in the shower one time.
Oh my god, we're never gonna let this go.
Never gonna let this go. You said it once, and this is the first time I've talked about that since.
No, because like you are not the only. I've had so many. I bring the story up of like once, and I've had this story spread so many times that I've had so many people bring it up to me. I'm like, God damn it.
Don't worry.
This story, and this isn't just a you thing. This is just a general sense of like this story will never. I will literally live in infamy. I will be 80 years old. I'll be a crotchety old man, and I'll be sitting there on my deathbed, and I'm gonna be like, oh, it was a wonderful life. Oh, I could always remember the friends I had. You remember about drowning in the shower? God damn it!
I'll make sure that is one of the last things you remember before you leave this world.
Yeah, before I go into my eternal nap, it's like, I'd be pretty pissed off. I'd be pretty angry. I'd be like, God, I can't escape this.
Hey, Lamau.
And I've been making every excuse in the world not to develop feelings, and now my main argument is gone. Shit. And I'm not sure what else to do. Help. I don't know how to help you, man.
Hold on, I
don't know how to help you.
I can help. I am a relationship expert. I'm gonna be real, Arsene. Like, first off, I understand the panic. Like, you find someone that be like, treating you nice, might actually, potentially be into you, and you're not trying to develop feelings. How does one drown in the shower? Face. Don't worry, we can briefly.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell the story one more time, and I'm never telling the story again. I'm banning the story from this point forward.
Okay.
But go on.
Yeah. First off, you need to just stay yourself and stay casual about it. Like, if you develop feelings, shit, it'll happen. That's wild. But just like, think of it this way, like, you know, regardless if this person, you know, feels the same way about you or not, you know, you can at least still be friends with them. Hold up.
Exactly.
Popcorn. Yeah. So.
Oh my god.
But also you have to keep in mind, like, is he just being nice, or is he being, like, nice, you know? Because that's one thing I could never really differentiate with. And that's what made it hard with, when Axel and I were first talking. Because, like, I couldn't tell, like, oh, is he just being nice, or is he, like, does he like me? I genuinely could not fucking tell. And there was at one point, I thought he did not like me back. And I was very upset.
You were scared. You're like, oh no, he doesn't like me. And then you find out, you're like, yes, victory.
Yeah, and
you
then
just do a lap.
Yeah, no, and then we were talking, and like, you know, he's like, what? The conversation came up, like, what are we? And it's like, oh, well, like, I like you, but like, you know, yeah, I know we haven't known each other for long, so like, we could keep talking before we make it official. And then we talked for like a month or a half a month, I can't even remember. And then yeah, so that's another thing. Like, you know, keeping in mind, like, is this guy being like friendly nice, or like, you know, interested nice? And then if so, like, just see how it goes with the general relationship of your, you know, friendship, and be like, if you think you could, you know, potentially see something with this guy, like, hit him with, hey, you know, like, I think you're kind of cool. Would you like to, you know, go out for you know, coffee or dinner or lunch as a little bit more than friends? And if he accepts, it'd be like, oh, cool. And then that can lead on to more dates. And if he's like, oh, yeah, I don't really see you like that, be like, oh, no worries. You know, we can still be friends.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you play the slow game, essentially. You wait out to see what's truly the situation.
Yeah, the lines between platonic and romantic are hella blurred for me as a demi-romantic guy, certainly.
As a demi-romantic guy, certain context of mine.
Alright, so
may look romantic when I'm, in my mind, they are platonic.
So,
in today's chat, my god, my heart melts.
I would say, general rule of thumb then, assume platonic always first, until, like, something...
Always just, I guess that's,
until something happens
we're talking about relationship
that.
stuff, first and foremost, before we go to the story of mine, of drowning in the shower.
Yeah. So, assume platonic first, yeah. I'm trying. Yeah, I know. Okay, it's hard to remind yourself,
it's hard.
But just remember.
I wouldn't say it was easy.
Remember, some things that may seem romantic can also be super platonic. And I guess this gets into a whole bigger conversation of how, like, society has, you know, blurred the line of, like, you know, platonic and romantic things. Because there's a lot of things platonically you can do romantically. It's really fucking weird.
Keep it the trust.
Yes.
God damn it.
But keep your chin up, King. Don't drop your crown.
Yeah, you got this. Believe in yourself.
I believe in you.
Just keep your head held high. Don't let that crown fall. But for the drowning story, boy howdy, all right.
Boy howdy.
Let's tell this story.
Drowning.
So, I can say it was like, I was around my high school years, and I don't remember exactly what I was doing at the time, but I like to listen to music. I think I developed this love for listening to music in the shower, like, right around my teenage years, because this was around the time I just got myself a modern phone, like a smartphone. And so I'd always, like, play music, because that's just kind of been my ritualistic thing going forward now. I always listen to some sort of song. I'm in my feels. I get to just let it all out in one go. It's great. And so I was listening to music, and I was singing, you know, doing my normal thing, doing my shtick. And, you know, as a kid, sometimes you like to... Wait, pause. What's up? Why are we pausing? FaZe, what you got? What's your question? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this question. But as a whole, the chat went on about how we react to romantic attraction, making plans to go. In the longest conversation I've ever shared with someone. I guess just roll with it. I mean, if you made the plans, just go with it. Just play it off normally. You know, let it be a normal thing, and then wait and see. Maybe it might be something more. Maybe it might be something less. But I just, like, keep that mindset of, like, it's probably just nothing. It's just, you know, being friendly. We're just hanging out. We're just enjoying the time.
Yeah, because I also know just from some people I have, like, it's like relationships are already fucking hard. But I also know for gay men, it can be super harder because there's, like, a whole thing with, like, because with heteronormative relationships, there's already a major, big kind of thing with, like, some people not making it clear like they want casual relationships or like they assume the other person only wants casual relationship or anything. Hookup culture.
Okay, I got what you mean,
That's been a big thing since I graduated high school, like 2013. Hookup culture has been a big thing, but I also know with, with homosexual relations, especially with gay men, I've seen it more, but I also have seen it for my lesbians and my women lovers. The hookup culture has been like cranked to even 1,000, and there's a lot of people that like they go through like casual partners left, right, and center. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting casual partners, but
that's fine.
If that's literally you and you do not want to be tied down to anyone, as long as parties are consenting adults, fucking go for it. We all. But not everyone
live your best life.
Wants that. And it has caused a problem, like, with people being able to, like, get into relationships. So I can only imagine that, on the homosexual scene, why am I saying it is homosexual? I could literally say gay. What the fuck am I doing?
I don't know.
Or queer even.
Like
I can say queer.
Like, I'm not going to say anything, but I was like, all right, go for it.
I can even say queer.
She's
and
going
it's,
off.
like,
She's cooking. A lot of cook.
With queer relationships, that problem is got like cranked up to 1,000 and makes it even harder. Cause booty calls are nice and fine and dandy and all, but like sometimes you want that partner to, come home to you.
Yeah, you want that more intimate relationship.
Let her cook.
Right? I am letting her cook.
I swear, if that talk.
What are you talking about? I haven't said anything because I have no conversation. I'm horrible with relationships. This is how bad I am with relationship. Before we go back to the drowning story. Yeah. And also, why did you almost trip? Be bad phase, bad. Don't trip. Yes. Don't hurt yourself. Be safe. Don't be walking and talking and hearing me because that's dangerous. Don't do that.
I swear, if I talk,
I'm so bad at relationships that I've had several of them have fallen flat on their faces. I've had a couple where I didn't even know they liked me until like a year later when they're like, "Oh yeah, I had a crush on you." I'm like, "Wait, what now?" And I forevermore remember this. That I had one person tell me, "Yeah, there's a group of us." I'm like, wait, hold on. You mean there's a group of you? What, do you just have a calling? What is this? Is this like a cult now that I'm unaware of? That you guys are just talking about me? It's like, oh yeah, he seems like a great guy. Maybe you should just try to hit it up. Like, what?
I was running in the dark.
Like, I am the most dense motherfucker ever. It will go completely over my head because I'm bad at relationships, but also just I don't really interpret it that way. I'm always platonic through and through. So I'm always like busy doing things. I'm like, oh hey, you want to hang out? We want to do things. Hey, I can talk while I'm working. Blah blah blah. Whatever. So I'm never really thinking about it in the romantic sense. Whenever it does happen, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What now? Excuse me, what?
Let's see. It's not helpful.
When did this happen?
Only develop romantic feelings twice for another guy in both situations. It wasn't me who got confessed to. I was caught. Okay. So this is definitely one of those kinds of histories, which, I feel it sucks when you get caught out, like, with something you're trying to keep secret. Like, I can understand that one for fucking sure. Okay, so at this point, I guess, I would say, how long has it been since you've known this guy, if I may ask? Like, can I get a time range of how long you and this guy have been talking and known each other?
Damn.
Because if it's been a while, I was planning on taking these feelings to the grave. No, don't do that.
That's wrong out of context. Drown. Damn. Okay. I guess I'll go to the pool real quick. Don't worry. I'm on my way.
The duality of Ryker chat. Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
Literally last month, and that's why I'm freaking out. So, okay, it's too fast. Okay, well, some things can't happen that fast. It's okay. Do not feel bad for yourself, because me and Axel hit it off really quickly, and I was scared because, like, we had not known each other for long. Okay, so if you are feeling...
God damn it, I haven't even finished the stupid story.
If you feel super confident in your feelings for this person, and like it's not just like a passing crush, that like this is someone like you might want to see about like being with, like not even in a long-term relationship, but in a relationship of that sort. Honestly, Arsene, you might just have to put on the big kid pants and you might just have to tell them, which I know that is fucking terrifying. You don't even have to tell them like, hey, I like you. You could be like, phrase it like, hey, I think I have a, I like you. Would you like to maybe, like, see how this works? Like...
Yeah, see how it goes from there.
Yeah, like, would you like to maybe, like, go out on a date and see how this works? If not, that is cool. Like, you always give them that, like, that thing of, like, hey, it's chill if they do not reciprocate. you can stay friends. But you also have to be okay with, like, potentially staying just friends with this guy. That is the whole thing of where this boils down to. Like, you will feel better if you say it. It's always better to confess than to have it found out or just keep it to yourself. I can confirm
I think
that 100%.
It's so much worse. It hurts like tenfold more to hold it in and to kind of keep it to yourself, because it eats away at you, because you're like, what could have been, but it's like, rather, because there's only really two answers at the end of the day. There's either yes or a no. That's like the only two answers that exist.
Yeah.
For the most part.
It is better to shoot your shot and get turned down than to not shoot your shot at all.
Exactly, because you can move on from there. You can just be happy with life. You can be like, well, I tried. I gave it my fair shake. We can move on. It hurts. It's going to suck. It's going to not be a fun time. But at least you got it out there, and I feel like you'll feel leagues better than if you had just held it in and kept it to yourself and said, no, I'm going to just be quiet and not say a damn thing.
There's also the fact that I share classes with him like twice a week. Yeah, that's all the more reason you just got to be casual with it and, like, you know, be
just
like, hey, I think I kind of like you. Would you like to go out on a date or something? See how this goes? If not, no worries. Like, you got to be, like, super... I mean, I want to, but I don't know how to word it properly. Honestly, the most casual way possible. Be like, hey, just you know, I think I like you. Would you potentially want to go out sometime and see if, like, you know, we got something? Or be like, hey, I think I like you, you know, what are you feeling? Honestly, just super casual. You don't have to make it flowery poetry. Just literally,
just make it straight, simple, to the point, you know.
Plus my brain is spinning and I can't up and say everything really. No, that's fair. Honestly, that's why practicing can help.
Yeah, exactly.
Write
just,
down
getting a thing down, like,
what you want to say.
Getting a rhythm to it, knowing exactly what to say, and just go for it. Like, you have your moment, you have your thing to say, and you're like, all right, psych yourself up, try to do anything you can to just go for it. Just, like, anything that stops you, maybe even your mind's like, hey, don't do it, like, whatever. No, don't listen to that voice. Just go for it. Yeah.
But get him definitely somewhere, like, if you're gonna say it, like, get him somewhere that, like, there's not, like, other people or friends you have, like kind of, like, you know, secluded. Not creepy secluded, just, like, a little, like, where you got, like, a little privacy to be able to say this without having, like, one of your friends over, like, a mutual friend overhear it. But yeah, write down what you want to say first, look it over, and then practice it in the mirror. Like, you know, it might sound embarrassing, but there's nothing wrong with practicing what you need to say in a mirror to yourself. Nothing wrong with it. People do it all the time. I walked into a serious time. Yo, doggo!
I hate you, FaZe. Listen, I'm gonna do this story, okay? And I'm never gonna hear the end. I swear to you, I'm never gonna hear the end of this.
Doggo, how's it going, girl?
The shower's not my enemy. I've literally never done this since then. It was just one time. It was one time.
Yeah, it's relationship advice with Koko time.
Exactly. Okay. This is Koko time.
That advice.
And then I have the dumbass story. Welcome to Story Time with Ryker, where he tells really terrible stories. It's like I'm we have.
Oh my gosh, FaZe keeps.
No, it doesn't. This is not the P bar from.
Yes.
Oh my god.
No. Also, shit. Yo.
It's.
I feel like if we.
It's something. I'm okay.
Yo, wait, is everything all right? Like, did something happen? Thank you for the 13-month resub, girl. I appreciate it. I'll say if I gotta fight somebody, I'll do it. Don't let me.
We'll fucking do it. I'm on my way.
Drop names.
You got Auntie Koko and you got Uncle Ryker over here. Let's go. Yeah. Who we beating up?
But no, yeah. Arsene. Also, just keep in mind, if this guy rejects you, that is a thing that has no reflection on your value or worth as a person. You are, for as long as I've been doing this with Ryker, and I've gotten to know a lot of his usuals in chat, Arsene, you are super cool and super chill and great. Yeah. So, and think of it this way. He's just another guy. He's not the love of your life. Run him over with your car. Except don't do that really.
Oh my god,
like,
Jesus Christ.
Don't do it really, but like, you know what I mean. You know what I'm referencing.
I don't actually do it, but I get the message of like, hey, it's just another one. It's another person. At the end of the day, there's always more fish in the sea. There's always more opportunities to be had.
Facts.
For the context, my little worst fear and nightmare is losing friends and people I care for. Oh, that's totally understandable. That's fair. Yeah. And that fear can like almost guide you, but don't let it like dictate your life. Don't let it control you. You control it. It's never gonna disappear. I think that's every fear in my life that I've had to deal with, is that I've had to confront it head on, and it's awful. It's a terrible feeling, but you have to live with it, and you just have to try to be bigger than it and not so essentially be the bigger creature in comparison to your own creature in your head.
Yeah, and if he's going to like not be your friend anymore over a crush, which
That's
can
their loss.
fade and change, honestly, that's pretty fucking lame of him. I will call him a cringe ass nay
Good
baby.
person, but also that's their loss, man.
Yeah,
That's their loss.
bro. Like, I understand it can feel awkward at first, but it's unless that person has done something like to make you feel like super beyond uncomfortable or like unsafe, like that's a shitty reason to cut someone off is because they have a crush on you. Like, honestly, and I've had that happen to me before, and it's really fucking dumb. And it made me feel bad, but like, no, now that I've gotten through the years, no, it's not a reflection of me. That's a reflection of them. Like, if I'm hurt, I ain't gonna look back, gonna run them over with my car and take their money and credibility.
I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna run them over.
Exactly, Arsene. Keep that kind of
Jesus Christ.
mindset, but don't do it for real.
I'm gonna take their entire life savings with my singular vehicular car.
Yes.
I wish you good luck, Arsene, and you got this, and you can't put in... I can't put in the input. I shall add support. Exactly. I think that's kind of my crux too. I'm like, you got this.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm good. Just not having a good time, so I'm here to change that. Well, you're just in luck, doggo, because Riker's getting ready to tell the story about how he almost drowned in the shower. Also, Jay, how's it going, gamer?
You can
it has
laugh
been
at
a
my
hot minute.
misery.
Katie, hi. I haven't been here in a while. Yeah, no, it's been a hot minute, man. Hopefully you've been doing well. Yeah, no, you guys are just in time for one of the best stories Riker's ever told.
And awkward, and I can't handle them.
Yeah,
hey, you just gotta fill the void, man. Just fill the void. Drown. Jesus Christ, phase. So, okay, going to my story now. Boy, this is gonna be a fun one. So, essentially, I was enjoying myself, and one of the things that I did as a kid... Wait, what? How what?
How what?
How what?
Oh, what? Also,
I had to pause. I was like, wait, what?
Doing alright? I'm a PNG tuber now? Nice!
Hell yeah, let's go, let's go.
I'm fresh out of the hospital, but Daddy Riker?
We can barely maintain conversation as is. Just go for it, just like riff. I mean, literally, if you're trying to fill that void, you'll find a way. Like, I think I've learned that as a skill. It's like, if you want to, like, make small talk, it's just like, shoot small interest, and then the moment you find something, anything, you just latch on, and then you just branch off from there. That's usually how it tends to work, at least with me. I've made it work to some degree.
I've used commentary on situations.
New smartphone. Yes, no, I got it. I'm going to it. Small talk's my worst enemy. I feel you on that one. I'm horrendous. Like, my old man is the king of small talk, and I envy that a little bit because I am shit at small talk. I am, to this day, and I say this, I'm better, but I'm like, in reality, I'm pretty bad. You meet me first time, I'm the most awkward motherfucker you will ever meet. I am quiet. I am very, like, introverted. I'm just like, I'm here. But the moment I get, like, I warm up to a person or I'm like, I feel close enough, I just let it go. I'm listening. You know what?
Honestly,
we're here to go.
Situational commentary has been one of the best things I've used for small talk. Honestly.
You just kind of walk in on a conversation. You're like, hey, so what are you talking about?
Or like,
I got you.
No, not like that. Just more like if we are in, like, an area and something's happening. Like, for example, if it's, like, a university class and, like, there's something like with just the professor is fucking whack with how they're doing something or like whatever, and I just comment on that to other people, and that's how I'd start small talking with them. Honestly,
that's a smart one. It's like whatever's happening or like whatever happened in that moment, or if let's say you were coming out of class, you're like, oh hey, wasn't that a class or something? It's like, man, that was rough, huh?
Yeah,
you know, something like that. Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah, we don't need lovely weather, ain't it kind of bullshit. We're past that. This is the year of our Lord and Savior 2024.
It's like, hey, what about them trees, huh?
Yeah,
street season.
What about
let's go.
Red Sox,
Arbor Day for the win.
But yes, shower story.
Okay. So here's the thing. So for my shower story, essentially the way it operated was, as a kid, I used to do this a lot. I still kind of do it. No, I don't really do it. I was gonna say, do I do it anymore? Not really. So I would drink the water from the shower because I really like the taste of it. I don't know why. It was a very weird compulsion. And essentially, it was the same thing I was usually doing. I was drinking a little bit of the shower water. Quite a number of it went down the wrong pipe, and it kind of ended up in my lungs. Listen, I don't want to be judged, man. I enjoy shower water as a kid, okay? Leave me alone. And I wasn't getting it from my hair, obviously. I was just, like, lifting my head up. but essentially it went down the wrong pipe. A lot of it went down the wrong pipe. Boy, howdy, did that suck, and my vision started blacking out. I could remember very vividly, like, falling down on my knees and pretty much, like, gasping for air, and my vision essentially blurring. And I'm like, oh, so this is what drowning is. Great! This is awful! Eventually, I was fine. But man, was that a horrifying experience. And I was traumatized. I was like, for the next, like, 3 years, I never did that again. Pretty much, I was just hydrating myself. I was like, yes, the succulent water of life. Oh, God!
You know,
Man, drowned in his tub. No, I mean, that's fact. Oh, gosh, I guess I'm gonna hydrate now.
I don't think I ever made this comment about that story before, but now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm surprised no one's called you, Ryker Turkey instead.
I'm not being fucking based, alright?
No, but that's how turkeys fucking drown, Ryker. When it rains, they look up and keep their mouths
I don't want to
open.
hear it. I don't. I hate it here. Have you ever thought about bottling your shower water? I would be down for that. That sounds fucking amazing. So you can drink it outside of the shower. I mean, I don't do it anymore. Hey, see, I'm glad someone else feels me on your chat. It's like,
Yeah, no, like
that someone else does it.
Like shower water, like from the head directly. That's no different than drinking tap water or hose water. It's just the method
I
of
understand
your
that.
almost drowning is just like so unique with it. Yeah.
He'd still drown from the bottled water. I've never. Okay, I haven't done that. All right, I've not choked on water. It's just it was such a weird moment in my life that I will forevermore reflect on it. And I have told this story a few times, and I don't like sharing this story anymore because I feel like it's a very overdone story of my life. It's also just like no one lets it go, and it's like people will always like I'll be like, you know, again I make the joke of like 80 years old and I will forevermore hear it, and I'm like, god damn it, I don't want to be known as this man.
Yeah, no, I did not know that you got it that frequently because this is the first time, like, you told that story like at least 2 years ago. This is the first time I even fucking remembered about it.
Well, because the thing is, I don't tell this story very often, but the few friends that I have told outside of you who know of it have, like, every single time I'm like, I'm gonna go take a shower, don't drown. I'm like, son of a...
Don't worry, I won't say that to you. The most I would think I would do is draw you, like, a turkey fursona. Just because of it.
It was recent. Right, no, it wasn't recent. No, I've not recently done it. I'm saying when I told this story, people still bring it up even to this day. I've not done this recently. This was, like, 15-year-old Rikers, 15, 14-year-old Rikers. This was many, many years ago.
I probably wouldn't do it because
very, very
I know what
old
it's
time
like
period
to
of my
have a
life.
joke, like, definitely go past the point of its expiration date to where it circles back and it's just eternal. I.e.,
Exactly.
happy
You're like, god damn it.
birthday, Koko! Pengy started that once, did it for a few months, and that shit has gone on for at least 3 years now.
Oh, happy birthday! It's
3
Coco's birthday!
years!
Yay!
I'm going to kill myself. Unironically! I wished you a happy birthday on Twitter, and Pengy, he has my notifications turned on. He immediately responded,
Oh yeah!
wow, you
And
guys
he's like,
have the
wait,
same
he's like,
birthday?
wait, you guys share the same birthday? I'm like, wait, do we? And then I realized, no, he's messing with me.
My birthday is publicly available, literally on Discord, on fucking Twitter. Like, my birthday,
That's the greatest. I love that one. That was...
Yeah, no, I just, like, literally, if I wish anyone a happy birthday, like, I think I wished Axel a happy birthday, and people, and Pengy was like, man, Koko, you and your boyfriend share, like, a happy birthday? It's like,
that's crazy. And then I could see you. I would wish I could see your face and just see the, like, red in your eye and the just slow fist curling up and just like, I'm gonna maul you.
See,
I'm about to maul a motherfucker.
That's the thing, though. It's not red hot anger anymore. It's just dull acceptance of the fact that that joke will outlive me.
You'll be gone, and they'll be like, hey, it's Coco's birthday. It's like, she's dead.
I just accept the fact that that joke ain't going away. It's been 3 years.
People without context would be looking at you like you're a crazy person. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's
I know.
actually...
By the way, hi, Marsh, and I also forgot to say, thank you, Doggo Nose, for the follow. Welcome to the Clay Say, welcome. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, much more. Thank you for the 250 biddies. What the hell?
Yeah, also,
Wait, do I not have it?
Doggo, you said you were in the fucking hospital. You're out of the hospital? Like, girl, what happened? Now that, quote-unquote, Daddy Ryker has finished his story, which that was her words,
Wait,
not
Daddy
mine.
Ryker. I said Uncle Ryker. Whoa!
No, that's what
whoa,
she said.
whoa,
She
whoa.
said, I'm fresh out of the hospital, but first Daddy Riker. Like...
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that. I was
That's
like,
why I
whoa,
said
wait,
her.
hold on.
Listen to me, you numbnut. That's why I said her words, not mine. You act out here like I'd fucking call you daddy. I wouldn't even call you father. The fuck do you mean?
I was also gonna say I'm also younger than you, so that's be a very weird inversion now, wouldn't it be?
Minnie,
Oh
I
my
swear
God.
to God, if you are listening right now, I'm going to strangle you. This is not
Yeah,
right.
you know, hey, can someone quote that for me? Just give me a solid
He
quote.
just
That
DM'd me
very small
happy
snippet.
birthday, Coco. Fuck you, Minnie. I love you, but fuck you.
Everybody did. I'm gonna just text Penky. Hey, Penky, do me a solid. Text Coco. Say happy birthday.
Oh my gosh. Alright, let me see what Doggo said. I did not do my
Go
exercises,
for
and you know the human body will heal itself. I had to get readjusted. Oh,
Got you.
been something out of place. Yikes.
I
Yeah.
am not Turkey Tom. God damn it.
Make sure to
Bullshit.
take time to properly recover on that. Like, I'm glad it wasn't anything major, like super major, like you lost a limb. But pulling something or like popping something
The
out of
worst.
place, like yeah, no, that shit's rough. Yo,
Yeah, that's
hey
fucking worse. I hate
Gab,
that
how's
feeling.
it going, girl?
Take it easy. Turkey, Riker, not butts. I didn't say butts. I wasn't referring to butts. I was like, damn it. I don't want to be a turkey. I hate it here.
Close enough. Close enough to lose. Ooh, yeah, no, but definitely take it easy, girl.
Ooh.
Also, Gab, thank you for paying your shrimp tax. It's greatly appreciated. Anyways,
It's
I have
gonna
a
take it more
series of
precautions.
alarms
What?
now.
Do you want me to freaking a snorkel into the bathroom now?
Yes.
It's like, hold on, I gotta get a lifeguard on hand. He needs a lifeguard.
Lifeguard, this is a bathtub.
Understandable. Take care. Ooh, hey, coffee.
Yeah, this ain't a beach. This is a bathtub. I shouldn't make that reference, honestly, with my channel, but I think at this point we've just evolved. Got early work tomorrow, so I can't stick around for long. Have a good stream. Thank you, gamer.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to stay up long
Alright, I'll
either,
unplug my
because
earphones. Hold on.
Oh.
My earphone. Did I say earphones?
your earphones.
I didn't say. Oh God,
That's okay. I was just talking to
I'm
Gab.
having a stroke.
But yo, have a good day at work, girl. Take it easy. Mwah, love you.
Take it easy. Take care.
What are you?
Have a wonderful day.
What are you
I hope
opening?
it's a good one.
I hear you opening.
If not, make it a good one.
is that
Make
a,
day have. Make
that
your
a
force your day to have a good one.
is that a snack or a coffee straw you just opened up?
That was a straw. I wish it was a snack. You know what I really want one right now? That'd be lovely. I really
What?
want one of those like you know those straw candies.
Oh, like
that,
the sour
you can
ones?
get, like little ropes. Yeah, the sour ropes.
Oh, yeah, like the nerds ropes even.
Yeah. You
shit's
get the movie
good.
theaters. Yeah. I fucking love those, man.
Bro,
They're just expensive, man. Why are these? Why do brand names have to be so goddamn expensive, man? Why can't they just be cheap?
because they're brand name. That's literally why.
It's bullshit. It's the same damn thing, but they're just like, oh, we have a name behind it. Well, f you. I could make a name for myself. You know what? Here you go, Ryker Ninja brand sour ropes. There you go. We're selling it for $200. Enjoy.
Let's see. Anyways, I have a series of alarms now, and I have to start over. Oh, that's okay, girl. That's okay. Now that you said that, I know exactly. Okay, yeah. Please be careful when doing that. Also, the fact that that happened. Congratulations. On the thing that led to that.
The what now?
It's a girl thing. You wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. Ryker turkey bottle shower water. What the hell is this? This sounds like a YouTube thing. You type into the algorithm to find us. Like, hold on, let me just get the keywords. Ryker. There's a turkey. There's a bottle. There's a shower, and then also for some reason water is involved. I hate it here. I'll never living this down.
Bro, you know one thing I actually miss food-wise now that I was thinking about it for some reason of like discontinued stuff? I wish they brought back cereal straws. Those things fucked.
if you'd like, Riker, or DM it. Yeah, you can DM it to me if you want. If it's very personal, go for it. I don't mind you DMing me. I'm chill with like. Oh, you still have this hated horror stream, Fatal Fury, Fatal
Oh
Frame
yeah, the
5.
hated horror stream. Yeah, no. I need to actually do part 2 of that. If I stream tomorrow, honestly, we might do that. Because I probably need to get back into streaming more, especially if I end up being without a job past the 25th. And
Wait, what?
What did you? I've told you about this.
No, you didn't. Not to the full extent.
Yeah, I've mentioned it a few times. Yeah, I lose my current job at the herbarium because I'm not a student anymore. I graduated in December, and this was my last semester there. The semester ends on like the 24th, 25th. Yeah, no, so that's why I've been applying for jobs.
She said this at the beginning of the stream? Oh,
I've said
did she?
I didn't just say this at the beginning of the stream. I've said this a few times.
Well, no, I know you said that you were losing your job, but I didn't know when that was a thing.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's the 24th, 25th, yeah.
Yeah, damn. Oh, shit. That's soon, shit.
Yeah, no, it's
That's
like,
why you're so pressed for
half.
finding a job.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's like,
Or
I
just stated that. I meant to say, like, I didn't know when it was happening. I knew it was going to happen eventually, but I didn't know when was the matter.
Yeah, shit's wild.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't think it was that soon. I thought it was, like, probably going to be in May or something. I didn't think it'd be now.
Nah, I wish it was May, because I thought the end of the semester was, like, you know, the actual end of April, but I guess since they started
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, end of April,
early, I
beginning of
think.
May, something like that.
So it's like, yeah.
Shit, that sucks.
Hey, it's fucking whatever, man.
What do you mean, dang it, Riker? I do listen to things, okay? I just want clarification. God damn.
Yeah.
Man can't get clarification up in here.
But on the bright side, you know, when I'm in between jobs, it might mean for a potential of actually streaming more, because I'm hoping I'd be up in the mood for it.
You'll wake up just sad and angry. You're like, never mind, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. Hey, who is the cowboy guy I see all over the background? Jay, great! I'm so glad you asked.
Oh,
The
God,
guy-
no.
The guy in the
No!
background is my current brain rot. His name's
Jesus
Boot Hill.
Christ.
He is an unreleased
You're just gonna feed
character
him to
for
this.
the MiHoYo game Honkai Star Rail. I can't remember what element he is, but he serves full cunt. The moving background part in the very back is actually his animation for his ultimate. He's so fucking sassy. I saw his like character display art like a while ago. But then like the stuff like recently that's been leaked about him, like all of his idle animations, you know, and shit like that, like I have fallen into brain rot. And I showed Axel this, and because Axel knows the kinds of guys, like fictional men, that I'm into, and even he was surprised by this one, which is weird because, like, he's sassy. This guy has sharp teeth. He looks like a little shit. That's like right up my alley for fictional men. You play Honkai? Yes, I do. I don't play as much as I used to. Since I play on phone, I also still play Genshin. Like, I came back to Genshin literally for Risley and Nouvellette. And also Kave, my male wife. But,
Hold on.
yeah.
There we go. Someone was asking, like, what you were specifically referring to. I think this is Honkai Star Rail, right? Or is this?
Yeah, it's Honkai Star Rail. Boot Hill is a cyborg cowboy. He's a little shit, and I love him a lot.
Oh, okay. And also, you should play more Angry Scottish Man from Dragon Quest. Oh, you mean Rab? You mean Grandpa Rab? I mean, I like him.
Play the
Yeah, no, literally, he's your grandpa. Like, the whole crux of it is that he's like, he was the king of the kingdom, and then he passed it on to his children, who then died because he were your parents, and they thought he thought you were dead, and so he became a wandering salesman. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm your grandpa, by the way. It's like, what?
Yeah, let's see, my phone cannot handle Star Rail. That's fair. Like, yeah, I got a newer phone, luckily, so it can.
Kafka theme and Scarlet's theme. Wait, Kafka is that from
Kafka!
Final
She's
Fantasy?
my wife!
Oh, no, you meant from Star Rail. I don't know why my brain
Yeah.
went, oh wait, is that Final Fantasy?
I saw
Isn't that the
Kafka,
name of a
and,
Final Fantasy
and she's
character?
like my only waifu in that game. I mean, the new chick they just released, like, she is
I like
also
crazy
mother,
people.
but like, I have a thing specifically for 2D women. I don't want them to touch me sexually. I just want them to kill me, and I would thank them. So I have a very select list of fictional women
That's
that are
concerning.
my
So
wives.
you're like, hold on. Hold
yeah.
on, so you'd be like looking at DBD like, damn, them DBD
No,
women though.
no, it's
Animes.
it's specific women though. Like, prime example, Eliza from Skullgirls. She is a fucking monster, a literal Egyptian curse of a skeleton, and I love her. Or Kafka.
I really want to make a joke
Kafka's
right now.
fucking... No, do it, bitch. See what happens.
Well, so you're a monster fucker now?
What do you mean now? What do you mean?
Wait, this is an ongoing thing?
What do you mean now? Why do you think Axel didn't tag fucking Boothill as someone I liked? Eliza's not a skeleton. Oh yeah, true.
Well,
Eliza's the flesh suit that contains the skeleton. Nefrita or whatever the fuck her name is the skeleton curse.
This is her playing Russian roulette with...
true, fair. But also, yeah.
It became full on Joker, damn.
No.
Interesting.
Sekhmet.
So no, wait. Now I need to know. Wait, what's your top husbandos now? I need to know. I need to get a feel for this, of how bad we talk.
How are you surprised that I'm a monster fucker? When we first met and you asked about husbandos, I showed you Shiva from GBF. The man has 4 arms and 4 armpits. What the fuck do you mean? You're a monster fucker?
I didn't assume it to be that much of a monster fucker, okay? I thought it was like, oh, it's a mild thing.
Jay has known me for years on top of Ashley in general. Like, they can confirm with some of my fictional crushes when I was younger. Yeah, I'm a monster fucker. Fucking Metal Man from Mega Man?
Wait, Metal Man?
Metal Man! I would.
What?
Oh my.
We're talking about the same Metal Man, right?
Shiva's barely monster tier, come on now. Okay, Shiva, yes, technically is considered not, he's like barely monster man. When I say I'm a monster fucker, I will say at least somewhat humanoid. Like a Drider where it's got like it's like a spider centaur kind of thing, would.
Okay.
Would I fuck the
like
boy?
Werewolves, you're like, that's the line you draw right there. It's like werewolves is right.
It depends on the werewolves. If they've got an anthropomorphic, like standing up on 2 legs, yeah, sure, fuck it. If it's literally just a giant wolf, I'm sorry. That is just a wolf.
Okay, so that's the step before when it's a wolf. But if it's like standing on 2 legs, it's got more of a sophisticated kind of like Beauty and the Beast sort of feel. You're like all right, maybe.
I want my big burly werewolf to stand on 2 legs and have like a ripped flannel on. And just, yeah. Like, maybe no pants,
He's sort of lumberjack at that point.
Yeah, Asgore Dreamer. Monster Girls are, like, my vibe. Monster Girls, yeah, no. Monster Girls are pretty cute, but, like, there are some monster men that, like,
Monster High is, like, your thing. Monster...
Not Monster High, that's too humanoid. Like, I need a little more monster... Okay.
What?
You want? Okay,
what? I have never heard that statement in my entire life. That's too human. Whoa.
Hold on. Let me get a fucking obviously elves and like that types like Dunmers, like fucking dwarves. Yes, absolutely. But like
okay. The heck is Monster High? Oh, this might be a thing that you might know of. So it's like Monster High was like a doll line, which is essentially supposed to be like ghouls and ghosts and goblins and all that.
It's a great series though. I love Monster High though. Like I am a stan. I'm a fan. Like absolutely love those children.
But it's just too human for you.
Well, yeah, but like I also don't look at them. They're fucking high school children.
No, I'm talking about the adult, because there are a couple adult ones in there.
Like the fucking headless horseman professor? No, or headmaster? No, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, what, you don't like headless people? Damn.
No, I like Doolahans. They're cool as fuck. Yeah, no, but like spiders like Driders like this, male Driders. Like a headless horseman. Yeah. Fucking why not? I just like Killer Queen.
Killer Queen.
There's totally another VTuber that matches these big monster girl vibes. You like. Don't know if you've heard of Buff Pup. Yeah, like Buff Pup. Yeah, no. Buff Pup? Yeah, honestly. But that's also understandable.
Wait, really?
Everyone likes Buff Pup. They're that cool.
Well, okay, I mean, no, that's true. Everyone likes Buff Pup. No, I'm not gonna lie. She's great. But I also find it hilarious that she has a lot of shitting herself stories. I'm like, why do you have so many of these stories?
Because a hot person problem is always fucking like you always have IBS. Killer Queen. Would you fuck Killer Queen? Is this JoJo Killer Queen?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you talking about JoJo Killer Queen? Or are we talking a different Killer Queen?
If it's JoJo Killer Queen, maybe, I don't fucking know.
Wait, really?
Like he's got some nice abs. He's got some nice abs.
You want just the hollowness of those eyes. Those eyes are terrifying. They spear into your soul. That's no what?
Yeah, I know. Isn't it great? Murder Monarch. Okay, Murder Monarch. I have to Google these because while I have seen season 1 of JoJo and I'm familiar like more with the Jonathan Joestar arc, like the OG, I've been spoiled for things up to 3 and onward. But with the fucking stands, I don't know.
There are a couple stands where I'm like, you know what, this is pretty cool. I don't know. I'm more. Am I the only one who stands for Hamon in the franchise? I feel like I really liked it, and I feel like I wanted one more season with it.
Oh, speaking of JoJo things, cars, from the fucking Pillarmen, absolutely. Oh no, Murder Monarch is the joke name for Killer Queen. That's fair. Stands for Hamon.
I mean, I guess you know what. I can see cars. You know what? Fine. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you cars. Cars is a good one. I don't know about Killer Queen though. That one I'm like, that's a weird one.
Like Star isn't Star Platinum like fucking Jotaro?
That's pretty humanoid.
Like Star Platinum.
That's a very humanoid one.
Yeah, but so is Cars. Cars is just very.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what form you're referring to. If you're talking about like his more bird-esque form or like a couple of the other forms he takes on during that fight.
Yeah. Also, male Nagas. Yeah. You know what a Naga is, right?
Yeah, I know what a Naga is.
Okay, yeah.
You're into Nagas?
I'm just saying, they got 2 very good reasons for why I would be in for them, and I will not speak further on that.
Why? I need a DM of why. I'm not gonna say why. I want to know now.
Do you not get the joke?
No. I'm scared.
Why is there a possum on your head? That's a rat. Thank you very much. Yo, wait, Koko. What type of Naga?
Hey, look, it's a possum, guys. It's my favorite possum. I'm gonna call it a possum now.
Yes, GG. Yes, GG.
Keep what little innocence you have left. But I want to know because I'm like, what are you getting at?
I have a Zora BF. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Zoras, fucking Prince Sidon. For actually the same reason as why I like Nagas. 2 very good reasons. Think of the anatomy of both of those creatures for a sec.
What do you... What? I don't... Huh?
Do you not get it?
No!
Sharks and snakes have two dicks, more or less.
What?
Most reptile monster men are depicted with 2 dicks. I said 2 very good reasons.
All right, that's it. I'm out.
Have you ever seen my...
Here we go. I'm sending guys. Bye.
Have you ever seen my boyfriend Zora Soda? I have not. I have not.
Well, I just was so curious because I was like, what are you getting at? I don't know what you mean.
It's okay. But this all boils down to the fact, Ryker, of yes. That's it.
Yeah, you have a specific type. I got it.
Which, hey, there are people way more feral than me.
Bottom half can be anything else. And
there are people that would look at the void and say smash, and I don't know if I could do that. Maybe if he got a face.
A what now?
Yes, I stare at the void and the void stares back. People would dick down that void.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I would personally. I'm keeping it $150. I'm pretty good. I'm happy. I'm a simple guy. You know, if I find a girl or a waifu that's like into snuggles, I'm like, damn, that's all I need, man. We're good. I'm out here.
Yeah, but anyway, sent to a pick and DM. Yeah, going into Boot Hill though, he is a cyborg, so he's more on the tank side of things like that. Oh, yo, his persona's cute. I like that.
Wait, what?
Gigi sent me his boyfriend's Zora Sona. Like they have like a Zora character.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah.
That's very cute. I like the flower crown. It's
I
safe
got
for work.
confused.
Don't worry. Thank you.
I have music playing, so I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no. The last thing I need is to open up something that is not safe for work. And like,
oh, that would be bad.
Knowing,
it's like, hey guys, you want to see this?
Knowing my luck, if there is any form of capture that would go on, it would be at that instance.
Oh, I see what you. That's what. Oh, that's horrifying. You want to smash that?
What?
The thing you sent me?
Oh, the fucking the male drider. Yeah, I would. Bro, he cute.
That's
Look at him.
terrifying.
He got some nice hair too.
Listen, I'm like, top half is like, oh, he seems cool. Bottom half, I'm like, I would be horrified.
Sent Koko my noodles. Got it. Oh my
I'm
gosh,
scared.
no.
I worry for you.
I don't want people sending me their noodles.
Hey, you want my mac and cheese? Here you go.
Yeah. The only,
Just don't look down.
The only
That
noodles.
was kind of hard, considering that's the accompaniment of his entire body is there. Like, when
Ooh.
your top half takes up, like, what, less than, like, 20% of your entire body mass, I think I'd be a little, like, you know, remiss to ignore the rest of you.
I mean, you say that, but let me send you something that might persuade you on the Drider thing.
Oh boy. I don't know if you will, but sure, go ahead.
Someone that a lot of people look at and say, yes, indefinitely would. And if anyone knows of popular female Driders, they already know who I'm sending him.
Still no.
Bro, but she got, like, the full leg and everything. Like, her anatomy,
Okay,
that coochie is
I'm
right
arachnophobic.
there.
That changes nothing.
Oh, you're
I'd be
arachnophobic?
kidding myself.
I didn't know you were arachnophobic. My bad.
I'm massively arachnophobic.
You never
That, I
told
burn
me
it at the hill.
this! Like, just how, like, you didn't know I was a monster fucker? I didn't know you were arachnophobic.
Like, I hate those fuckers. God, I don't. When I saw this, people were like, dude, this will change it. And you know what's funny? My favorite superhero is Spider-Man. And I'm like, well, how is that possible? I'm massively arachnophobic. And I'm like, Spider-Man, though, kind of bog. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
That is a bit of an oxymoron. You're not wrong, man.
You hate Spider-Man? Man, I love that man. 90s Spider-Man? Pog. Hella bomb.
So I
good
feel like
soup.
we've learned a lot about each other tonight.
Yeah, that you're willing to fuck a lot of things, and I am unwilling to fuck with spiders.
It's okay, Ryker. It's okay.
No,
Buddy.
I'm good, man. You keep that in your corner.
Why you don't want to be surrounded? You're surrounded by a cyborg right now.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what the difference between a cyborg and that is? One is human, but with mechanical parts. The other one, it has literal squishy insect parts. I think I'm gonna take the robotic parts.
Technically, unfortunately, this is just a minor spoiler for things that have been leaked. And it actually is kind of sad when I think about it. The subtext with his... So, for anyone who doesn't know with Star Rail, you can get, like, additional cards. Or you get cards that are, like... I'm forgetting what the fucking name of theirs, but you can attach them onto a unit for additional stats on top of, like, artifacts. Light Cone, that's what they're called. His Light Cone, kind of actually hints at the fact he regrets, becoming mostly metal, because the only humanoid thing on him anymore is actually his head. He does not
Wait, so doesn't even have a human heart?
He has a mechanical heart, he doesn't eat, like, and he, like, kind of actually regrets it and really has come to hate it a little bit.
So essentially he's RoboCop, except if he were cowboy.
Yeah. And he's an outlaw. Which, I mean, yeah, I guess there was something that happened, like, he had to do it, or wanted to do it, because it felt necessity of the time.
Ow.
But, yeah, the loss of humanity,
That sounds
he has
painful.
come to actually really hate.
Hitting a clavicle. Ooh.
Ooh, hitting a clavicle, that's not good. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's no good. That's no good.
Yeah, that's why I try not to think about the light cone thing, because it's like, yeah, like, I also get it, like, yeah, having to, like, you know, lose most of your humanity and human functions, yeah, it probably would fuck you up a little bit.
Well, I guess that would be the ethical part of his conversations. Like, how is he considered human, or is he still is he more classified robotic than human, or is he still human for the most part, just with
it's a
prosthetics?
Good question, because his light cone art literally has him being repaired, and his legs are detached. He is, like, it's just his torso, and, like, I think I can't remember if he doesn't have an arm in it, but it's like he's being fully repaired. But the only, like, fleshy part is literally his head.
But I guess if you don't need to eat, but then what's keeping his brain alive and stimulated? I think that's my better question. Because like, wouldn't you still need like some sort of energy?
If I had to take a shot, something links to it.
Probably like because I know with like in the way that they RoboCop like kind of like circumvented that whole process was that they gave him this sort of like I think meal paste thing that he's supposed to eat that's supposed to give him the nutrition. I'm old, friendo. Understandable. It'd be like that.
Honestly, they could have modified his brainstem if that's the case. If they
Maybe,
kept,
but
like if they're keeping just the head, the brain's been modified to run off something else that can be turned on and off.
but like what? What are you gonna put motor oil in him? It's like hold on, I gotta get the motor.
No, just a power source that, you know, would probably replicate neuron synapses and
Like
everything.
electrical impulses.
And
Maybe.
electrical impulses and the things, yeah. Like, it would be a replacement of it, but something that could still be turned on and off without him permanently being dead.
Yeah. So essentially, he's just on permanent life support, is what you're getting at.
Yeah, more or less, which makes me wonder if he actually can sleep, too. Because, like, I'm assuming, like, if he's
That,
being repaired...
that sounds horrifying.
Yeah, no, it really makes me interested to see what they put in with him, because aside from just the fact he's hot cyborg, like, he's got some depth to him.
Cyborg.
Like,
Hey,
he really does have some...
might I have a recommendation for you? Cyborg from DC.
A lot of Star Rail characters have some pretty good depth to them, which is why I can always recommend the game. Like, I like Genshin, don't get me wrong. I do have my faults with it, though. It's not as necessarily, like, AFK friendly or auto friendly. You have to be actively playing, and it's a super large file size compared to Star Rail on computer.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but, the character, like, lore and depth, I mean, like, Genshin's starting to get their, like, definitely their story characters, like, they've developed a lot of things. And they're
I
definitely,
think it's just because for me...
Sorry.
Sorry, go for it.
Nah, you go.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, for me, the thing with Genshin is that I really like the story, and same with, like, Star Rail. Those stories are really fun. It's just, for me, I'm not into gachas, and I don't really like the system as a whole, so it's never really grabbed my attention. On top of the fact that I'm not a huge, like, open world type of guy when it comes to, like, Genshin, and then I know Star Rail people are like, that's way more up your alley, because it's, like, turn-based. I'm like, that's true, that's valid. But I still don't like the idea and concept of, like, having to find the characters I want via, like, gacha. Listen, Xenoblade already burned me with that, because Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has a system that's similar to it, but doesn't involve money. I hated it.
Really?
Because the amount of times I had to, like,
They have a system that's like a gacha, but without money?
Oh, yeah, no, that's seriously, because it's the core crystal. So essentially the way it worked was you'd fight enemies, and certain enemies would give you, like, different types of rarity core crystals. So you had, like, common core crystal, uncommon, rare, and then, like, I think something else. And essentially the most uber rare means you get the, like, actual legendary ones where they're, like, characterized, they have a story, they have all this cool aspects and stuff, and they're specific to that character. While the regular ones are just, like, a generic robotic-looking character.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating, and I just never liked that system as a whole, and so I'm like, I would never want to indulge in that as a whole for a whole game. I would just be really angry, especially if it's like I want this one character and solely this one character, or like let's say the meta is like, hey, you need this character. I'm like, cool, I'll get him, complete him and or her, and it's like, well, shit, I don't have an option. I just have to like roll the dice, and I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that I can get that. Yeah. I'm more fine with gachas, especially since I tend to play more in the free-to-play realm, and if it's a game I really like, I might throw them, like, you know, a few bucks. Granted, I did, like, Genshin's probably the one I've spent the most on for a single amount.
How much?
I think I gave them $100, but that's because I had lost the 50/50 on my character banner for Risley. The buff, okay. Have you seen him? I swear I've sent you pictures of him. Like, you have.
I've seen him. I know what you're for. But you paid $100 for that?
Well, because it was also like the discounted stuff since I'd never bought them. That was on my, because I lost my first 50/50. So
wait. Time out. This was, so hold on a minute. So you rebought it, so you failed it, and then you bought it again?
No, I did not buy it the first time. I had enough saved the first time.
Oh, okay.
And I lost it. So, with Genshin's banner, you basically, it's a pity system. So, the more you spend, the higher your pity chance increases. I lost the 50/50 on the 5-star unit for a character that I didn't need or even want. Daya, which she's cool, don't get me wrong, but I have better fire characters. And the thing that makes Risley a little bit better, aside from just being hot, He is the first cryo like magic base user. I'm trying to remember the word for it properly. Like he doesn't use like a pole arm, a sword or anything like that. Like he's a catalyst. That's catalyst. That's what it's called. And he's also a very good catalyst character because Ice gets the short end of the fucking stick in that game.
Just like Pokemon, teehee.
Yeah. So I ended up buying enough to roll for the second 50-50, which I did win.
But you had to drop a good cool $100.
I did drop like 80 to 100. Yes, I can openly admit that.
Jesus Christ, I couldn't even imagine, bro. That would hurt me personally, like so much. I just couldn't.
Not really, because you can also get other stuff with it, and there were some other characters that I got, you know, like bonuses to and everything for redrawing them, or like weapons, and it's like, yeah, that's always a great thing. If it was just 80 for a singular character, I never would have fucking done that.
No, I get you. I don't know. I think it's just really hard for me to justify something for a free game. I think for me, it's just like the justification of like, well, technically I didn't pay money for this, but why am I investing so much more into it? Like, that's dumb when the system in and of itself allows you to not have to pay money for it.
Yeah, well, with the Genshin, it does run a little bit differently because they kind of do more of that like manufactured supply and demand. Yeah. Because the fact that character banners that have a featured character on them only last 20 days. And there's a chance they might get a repeat banner. There's a good chance they might not. Plus, my luck, yeah, FOMO. Plus, my luck isn't always that bad. Like Nouvelette, I pulled him in 20. I didn't have to really spend anything. Kafka, another example. I got her in fucking 20 pulls. Easy.
I guess it's up to the individuals, I guess, at that point.
But I do prefer more games like GBF where it's like, yeah, you can buy money, you can buy pulls to, you know, pull on characters, but you can also save. Like, I literally have a full Spark fund of 90k crystals that I have saved over time that I can just get a free character with and pull on a specific banner. Also, it feels a bit more rewarding with GBF, and that's why I'm coming back to this game, because it's nice, it's super casual, and it feels a bit better because I don't have to put money in this game. I choose to put money into this game for, like, character skins that give you an additional 10 pull ticket, but mainly because I want the character skin.
Got you. That's fair.
Yeah.
Ryker, technically Xenoblade is a pay-to-win gacha because you have to pay for the game.
True.
No, don't even. No, that hurts my soul. Don't do this to me. Here's the thing. It's like you only pay a minimum amount and that's it. And after that, you can just enjoy the game, whatever. But
yeah,
I was also going to mention this because you were talking about free games. Did you hear that they're actually making a new game in the Wizard 101 world?
No way.
I am not BSing you. I don't remember. Someone came into my chat and brought it up. I have to look it up. It was on IGN. I'm not 100% certain that it's still available. Hold on, let me double check for you.
I wonder if they're going to pull it the same way that they hold Wizards 101, because while Wizards 101, for anyone who doesn't know, it is technically free to play, yes. But, like, talk about an actual fucking gotcha scam. There is a point of the story where you will hit it, and you have to have a membership to do anything to further the story. Like, it's kind of scummy. Like, it
is pretty scummy. Hold on.
Yeah, no, take your time. I've not spent a single cent on any gacha games to date, but I have, however, spent a combined total of 8,000 on MapleStory Premium currency. Yeah, like, MMOs do that, too.
Oh, here it is. It's called Ravenswood Academy, a Wizard 101 story.
Huh. I really hope they don't do it the same kind of method.
Players are in Ravenwood's Academy attendees who must manage their time each day with 4 slots to fill. They have to keep up with their studies, extracurricular minigames, and social lives. As they build relationships with other students, they make friends and rivals and romantic partners. The game features several returning characters from Wizard 101.
Huh.
There you go.
I never would have looked at Wizard 101 and thought, yeah, I want another game in this universe.
I know, which is really weird to me, because I know they made Pirates 101. They made a bunch. King's Isle did a bunch of stuff, and then they kind of quit it and then just left Wizard 101. And for the most part, from what I've seen, it stayed afloat because it has a hardcore community.
Oh, yeah. No, it's like Neopets.
But that's it. So I'm like, maybe they're just trying to branch out, trying to bring in new players. But I don't know if that's the way to do it. It's like, because I've never known the game to be a story-driven game. Yeah. It seems to be more like oh, you like to explore this world sort of thing. Or like, oh, I want to do these battles. Not, yes, the lore of this game is riveting stuff.
And the methods they have are kind of scummy. So, like, as I mentioned with, like, how they're technically free to play right now, but they have that heavy fucking paywall of you need a membership for it. Honestly, at that point, if you are going to limit free to play players that much, because there's already going to be, like, the stigma of, like, the paying versus non-paying players. People are really weird with making, multiplayer online games like that. Like, they're that it develops. It just happens. So you're already going to have that potentially going on, especially if they're younger players that are just getting into it and are, like, trying to feel superior to, like, their other, you know,
to the fellow youth. Hello, fellow youth. How are thee?
Yeah, to their other fellow youth players. So you already got that to, you know, combat with. But then also, like, making that such a hard requirement for continuing content instead of just, like, locking maybe, like, additional things behind it, but you could still technically play the story. It's just scummy. At that point, just make the game pay to, like, just don't even have a free-to-play option at that point. It's not technically free-to-play.
I was gonna say, I feel like, wasn't that, like, the same thing that, what was it called? Final Fantasy 14 did for a while, where it's like, you can only go to certain points.
Yes.
But now, like, the demos are pretty much, like, until you hit level 80 and you can do whatever you want before
Final
that point.
Fantasy 14's, free trials, they limit, like, what kind of characters you can buy. Like, for example, if the race was introduced in a later expansion, you would not be able to access that race on the free trial, but you can play up to a specific level on all of them. And with every, like, free trial drop, it's always the next expansion afterwards. So, like, if you started on the free trial for, you know, A Realm Reborn, and then waited until the trial, like, you could essentially play the game for free in parts up until that point from the free trial alone, if you are fine playing with the base class races. Because you also wouldn't get the additional classes that came into some, or came in with some of the expansions. Like Sage, you would not be able to have unlocked Dancer, Mechanist, so on and so forth. If you were perfectly fine keeping it just to the core of it, then yeah, you could technically play it for free. But yeah, no, like, they won't take away your access until you hit that level cap. And then you have to pay for a subscription. Yeah, no, it's really cool to do that.
I mean, it is really cool. I like that.
Yeah. Fucking SWTOR. What's SWTOR, if I may ask, Doggo? So what are you saying?
I looked up, because I remember we talked about the game, the N64 game that you were like, oh, this is from my childhood.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was at first. I had to look up gameplay. I'm like, why didn't you tell me this was a platformer?
Yeah, it's a platformer game. And basically, so you are this little chip that your ship crashed, like, checking out this space station that you're, like, supposed to be sent to. So it's your goal to, like, kind of take over the robotic animals that are at the, because it's like a zoo, if I recall correctly. Oh, Star Wars: The Old Republic. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God,
I know they've got some problems. Whoo, I'm not touching that one with a pole.
Wait, why does that sound eerily like Cubivore at that point?
Yeah, no, I guess it is, because there's, like, little challenges that you can only achieve by, taking over or taking control of certain robots at that point to advance to the next biome.
Yeah, that just sounds eerily like, that's interesting. I wonder if, who made, oh no, they're the same guys who made, what was it, Rockstar, North, I think was, right? It's made from the same company.
I think? Or it's like RWA
I think
or
so.
something? Hold on.
Yeah, Art to Play or something. By the way, Churro, what the heck are you talking about? What is that? What's happening? Oh, you're doing the headbanger. Hell yeah. It's good shit. Good shit. This is some good music. Oh, wait. Maximilian Dude has a... Oh, damn. That's a good one, Dude Jam. That's a fucking bomb-ass emote.
It was
Hell yeah.
developed by DMA Design and published by Take-Two Interactive. DMA Design is Rockstar... the company was founded as DMA. It's Rockstar Games UK Limited.
Yes, so I was right. So, well, semi-right. I was right that I was Rockstar. I just didn't know exactly which one.
And then published by Take-Two Interactive.
Fuck yeah, let's go. See, I've always been fascinated by the fact that this company made so many, like, weird platformers before they did the stuff that they did with Rockstar. Because it's just wild to me.
DMA Design is responsible for Lemmings. It is?
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. It super is. They made Lemmings. They made a couple of other things. It was super weird.
Small world, honestly.
It was a wild time for them. I mean, I was going to say, it's the same with, like, Vanillaware, where it's, like, certain games that from Vanillaware's early days, like, what was it, Queen's Crown, and a couple of other games. It's just like, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh, Queen's
You just
Crown.
never would have expected.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I also got Odin Sphere from them because that was their first game was Odin Sphere.
Small
shit.
world. But yeah, no, it's a platformer.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, I'm still down to play it. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I'm looking at N64 prices. It's not bad. It's like, what, 50, 40 bucks? It's just a little frustrating that it's kind of like, why has it got to be this expensive, man?
I mean, worst case scenario, I can always send you, my special Microsoft copy.
Oh, yeah, man. Special Microsoft copy. I mean, I could do it that way. But it's just because, like, I already got Mega Man 64 recently, and I'm getting the HDMI adapter. I'm just like, you know what? I've already gone through the effort to do all this. I might as well just, like, take the L and just
Yeah.
get the physical copy. Plus, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm always down for new platformers, because, I mean, what was it? Mischief Maker was another one that I was interested in, which isn't too bad. I was surprised that that game has dropped in, like, price recently.
Yes, which, fun fact, technically you cannot 100% complete Space Station Silicon Valley.
What do you mean?
One of the trophies is glitched out. You can do the things to earn it, but it will not give it to you. And that was never
That's stupid.
fixed.
Well, you know what? I'll count that as a W in my book.
I mean, you could technically hack it in, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it wasn't programmed in, even though it's like, it'll be on the trophy list of things to earn, you can do the things for it, but there's no way to actually obtain it fully. If you're interested in that, the Nitro Rad video covering Space Station Silicon Valley is something I can recommend, because he does a pretty good deep
Hell
dive
yeah.
into it.
Did I ever get Pete working? Wait, you mean the game? I'm confused.
Yeah, the game. Space Station Silicon Valley.
Yeah, no, I got it working.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, if you're interested in, like, just learning more about, like, that kind of trophy bug, James...
Oh, yeah,
James
no, I'll look it
covers
up. I mean, send me the link if you can.
Yeah, no, I can send you the video. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm
Lemmings,
always
a
down.
side shooter called Menace, and Shadow of the Beast, a Prince of Persia-style platformer with adventure mechanics. Yo, Prince of Persia, that is the one game I was so surprised to see got a new game recently. Good for him.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess it is curious to see it, but I think, like, out of all those franchises, it makes sense that one would be the one to get a new one.
I like how
Because I feel like there's enough people.
I like how I go to Google Nitro Rad Space Station Silicon Valley, and one of the first things that came up was Nitro Rad shirtless. Like,
What the
James,
hell?
I don't. James is cool. Don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to see that. He's married.
You're just like, nah, man, I don't see you like that. Keep the shirt on. Keep that shirt on. We
Yeah,
talk about video
please-
games. We're good.
Please keep your clothing on, sir. Thank you. That's the
Also, Doggo, you don't understand the L I've taken for physical copies. I mean, I think the one in particular that I, will always just cry about a little bit is that I paid, I think I paid like $80, $70 for No More Heroes 2. You wanna know how much that copy goes for now? 40 to 30.
too much. Is this a bad time to
No, too
mention
little.
I have no clothes on? Girl, you are crazy! I mean, you're in the privacy of your own
Wait,
home.
what?
Oh,
Is it
dog.
bad time to mention I have no... What the heck?
She's in the privacy of her own home, you know?
I mean, I guess that's fair. I mean, I've had people be like, you know what? I sleep to you, so I'm like, that's not the weirdest thing I've heard.
Yeah, people who can sleep full commando, I give them props. That shit's terrifying. I would be afraid. Like, you
No,
gotta
I would-
have underwear
Well,
on
especially
at
if there's a
least.
natural disaster. Just imagine that, walking out, you're like, hey, guys, I'm fine. Whoa!
Like, gotta keep underwear on, at least, if you are sleeping. In my personal preference.
I at least wear... You know what's weird? I'm the inverse. I only wear pants sometimes.
See, that's fair. That makes sense.
I'll go shirtless. Like, I can take the L on the shirt, I don't need it. Shirt, useless, meaningless.
Yeah, see,
But, like, my pants, I'm like...
I'm normally the opposite,
Mhm.
depending on the season. Because, like, if it's summer, like, I will just have a baggy shirt, because big shirts are, like, the best thing to sleep in. No pants. But in, like, obviously the winter, like, I might have some shorts I sleep in, or, like, some sweats and a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, I get you.
You can sleep. I've never been able to keep wearing, like, full pajama sets for long. Like, and I'm talking not like your standard, like, sleeping shorts and a tank top. Like, those ones that are, like, button up and nice with a collar.
Yeah, the silk ones,
Yeah,
the,
and,
like, really, really
yeah, and you
fancy
get them
looking-
because, like, they feel good, and, like, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use these all the time. Like, I might use it for a few
And then you never use
times,
it.
and then I'll never use it again. I have never been able.
And then you're just
to-
done with it. You're just like, I've had it. I've had my enjoyment of it. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, it's weird. It makes me feel bad because it's like, oh, that's such a nice thing to get for yourself. But then, like, also, hello, Patches.
I'm just all about the sentiment. If purchase isn't ownership, Yarhar Fidelity isn't theft. I guess for me, my crux for me, and this is like the way that I operate, is that if I can get it within a reasonable amount of money, I don't mind. Like I know for me, Digital Devil Saga was one where I was like, I don't mind paying it, because like I got a physical copy for like $30, and that was sealed, so I was like, that's not really that bad, and I don't mind doing it that way. But if the game exceeds, like my usual limit, and like this is my personal take, is that if the limit exceeds my amount of money that I'm willing to pay for it, so like my maximum that I'm ever willing to pay for anything that's game, it's like 150, 125, something in that ballpark. Anything past that, I do not buy, and I'll just accept, you know, the Yarhar Fidelity, and especially if it's like not available on current consoles, because I'm like, if it's available on current consoles, I'll just get it that way. It's so much easier to do it rather than Yarhar Fidelitying it, you know.
Yeah,
That's me personally.
I think the thing that gets me with it is DDS. Let's go. I got both DDS games and the soundtrack for 60. Nice. Yeah, no, I think the thing that gets me is that these companies will bitch about piracy being a thing, but then do absolutely nothing to try to curb it by providing these games onto newer consoles or making the attempt to,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, and it's like, bro, if you're not going to do anything to solve this problem and make it easier for people who want to play these games, like, bro, that's on you. Like, you can't be fucking shocked or surprised that people will Yarhar Fidelity.
Surprise Pikachu face when people are doing it and you're like, oh, how blasphemous. It's like, well, you don't make it available for other copies, you weirdos.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't. It's like, it goes back to our conversation earlier of, like, you know, remasterings and things like that. Like, where do they draw the line? Or, like, localizing. Where, like, their line is so undefined, it's not even funny. Like, I'm surprised it exists at all.
But weird. After that, yo ho ho matey. I think it's also, for me, I was also going to mention this, like, consoles are also a real big factor. Like, weirdly enough, the two consoles that I'm not super, like, game to, like, emulate, weirdly enough, is, DS, 3DS, and, Wii and Wii U.
That is fair.
But my reason for those is, huh?
Oh, I was gonna say that's fair because they can. I'm assuming with yours is like how it runs. Those do tend to have more of an issue with potential bugs.
Running and also
running
just the functionality behind them. Because like Wii, the pointer functionality, it feels better with the actual physical controller itself and the motion controls. So when you do it on a controller, it doesn't feel right, and it's kind of awkward and a little like clunky. And so I don't like to do it with Wii U because of the gamepad sometimes. So it's like it's a whole thing, and I'm like I don't like it. 3DS and DS, the reason I don't do them is because one, there's microphone functionality with certain games. Some of them involve touchscreen functionality, and I don't like using the pointer too. Like you can use your mouse to do the like stuff, but it just doesn't feel right. And honestly, can get a little like clunky because you have to like, let's say if you have your controller plugged in, you have to hold your hand on the controller, then go to your mouse, do your thing, and then go back to the controller again to do the like whatever button controls you need to do.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, at that point, I'm going through like so much effort to play this. I'm like, I'll just get it on like the thing itself. It's just so much easier, and we'll play and feel like leagues better because that's what they're designed for. But outside of that, I'm like, most of them, like, you can get away with just doing them the old-fashioned way with like Yarhar Fidelity. It's really not that hard because honestly, they don't run differently for the most part. The controllers don't necessarily change too drastically. Maybe GameCube with like the pressure-sensitive triggers, but like, let's admit it. How many games are actually using those triggers all that much? Not many.
Oh, not really.
So you're really not losing out on the experience, and I think that's the thing. If you lose out on the experience, then that's where I make the compromise of just like taking the L and getting the physical. But if the experience is not compromised in any way, shape, or form, then yeah, I'll do it.
From the high seas, fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's such a...
Ouch! The only one I want that no one has is Gauntlet 60. Really? All right, see you later, FaZe. I appreciate you coming out. Take care. Keep me on yourself. See you next time, brother. Keep rocking on. Peace.
I've heard of that one.
I've never heard of Gauntlet 64. What does that look like? Actually, let me search this up.
Yeah, let us know. What is Gauntlet?
There's not many 64 games, so that's what I was like. I'm kind of curious. What is that about?
Yeah, no, actually, now that you mention it, yeah, no, the N64 library is pretty small.
Yeah, I've never heard of this. Gauntlet 64. Oh, it also came from the Dreamcast. What the heck?
Oh, it might have been a port then for the 64 version.
Let me see. Gauntlet Legends. Here it is. Gauntlet Legends was released on arcade games in 1998, was ported to the Nintendo 64 in 1999, and ported again to PlayStation Dreamcast in 2000, now presented with 3D graphics with several new monsters, items, and worlds. This game has included a storyline involving the wizard Sumner and his demon summoning brother Garm.
It's an arcade port, yeah. Oh, so it's like a
Yeah.
multi-ported game. I like that.
Yeah, it's a port of a port of a port. So there's the N64, which is the first port. The second port is the PlayStation and Dreamcast, which is really weird. That's such a weird transition between those two, that they're coming off of the 64. That's usually never the way it goes.
So you guys might have just gotten
That cart goes for like 200 to 300.
Oh my god.
Weirdly enough, if you want some... It's expensive. I could admit it. I can see how that could be expensive. It seems to be like a much more rare one, and I think maybe sought after.
Yeah.
My advice when it comes to like getting those sort of games, especially like the much more niche ones, what I like to do is I like to like get a feel for like certain areas. So let's say I go to my local stores, kind of get a feel, let them know that I'm looking in a certain area, and then they might be able to help me ask friends. Or I've gone to conventions recently, and I've actually realized that a lot of conventions do tend to have them. Or if they don't, sometimes some vendors will be like, hey, if you want, there's this person who has it. And then you can kind of like work out a deal. So it's like, it's always worth having those connections in this industry. And especially in this like, in this hobby, it really does help.
Oh yeah, flea markets too.
I mean, that's why I got a lot of
help.
my games for like a relatively decent price.
Best and impossible to emulate because the ROMs sync and some other strange errata that can't be replicated despite a full body rip of its data. Oh, emulate property, I should say. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's interesting. The more you know.
Trifecta's returned. You guys might have actually heard him bumping his face on the mic. I think it caught some of his purrs.
So I guess, I mean, hey, if I can find it, I'll let you know. I'll be like, hey, yo, I got it. I got Gauntlet 64. Because I'm not looking at a bunch of 64 games, but I do occasionally brush past them a lot. So I'm like, I could see. I can look around.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, that reminds me, though. Hey, Koko, we needed to talk about the Game Boy Advance game. Because I was like, were you serious about that?
The Game Boy Advance game.
Oh! Was it like Emerald or something?
About Emerald?
Because I was like, gonna buy it off of you, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't Emerald. It was, it was a GameCube Pokemon game. It might have been like Coliseum or something if I can find it. Yeah, I need to look. I have not looked, honestly.
No, it's fine. No, don't worry about it. I was just wondering because I was like, I forgot as well because I was like, oh, right, that was the thing we talked about. There's been many efforts to remake the 64 version from the ground up. Almost all of them have been C and D.
Oh, DMC8, I think
Cease
is what she
desist.
means.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of frustrating. I think that's the irritating part is that a lot of them get cease and desist, and it's like, for some of them I can understand. Like I know there was one for Metroid that people got mad about. It was it was a remake of the second game, another Metroid remake too, and people got really pissy with it. And I'm like, but it makes sense because Nintendo made their own version. So I was like, yeah, I feel like they'd be kind of in competition with their own, so that makes sense for them to DMC it.
A habit of DMCing things that they are getting.
But in this instance, I'd be like, this is kind of stupid. Yeah, like, why don't you just let people do it? You're clearly not going to do it.
Yeah, you're not going to touch this game or do anything. Why are you mad?
Like, why are you mad? But if the company is messing with it, then I can kind of see a little bit more of the reasoning why they're like, maybe not.
For letting.
I mean, it was kind of this. I think we talked about this before. How like, Nintendo like shut down. Was it a Switch emulator? And it was because like the company was getting ballsy with like I think Tears of the Kingdom.
Yuzu. Yeah, they had directly led to pirating, even if they weren't doing it themselves. And also, they were taking money to run their They had a Patreon. And it's like, that's the thing you don't do.
Essentially, illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild. And I was like, I think what sucks is that we lost the 3DS emulator as well, which was kind of like a casualty. But like, I know people were ardently defending the emulator. I was like, you can't defend that because it's really on them. They knew actively what they were doing. And I'm like, this was like a case waiting to fucking happen. Like, I kind of could see the writing on the wall of them, like being like, there's really no way out.
Yeah, if they weren't taking money for it, then they might have been able to fight it in court. But like,
but the moment money was involved, it's like, you lost this, buddy.
Money and the fact that, like, the whole thing with Tears of the Kingdom, like, they actively caused people getting a hold of the game before it even released.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. You could totally get it beforehand, and that was a whole other thing.
If they didn't do that, and if they didn't have a Patreon, they would have been fine.
Yeah, you wouldn't, Nintendo wouldn't have been happy, but they wouldn't have any case to stand on. But
Yeah,
you gave them a case to stand
I
on.
didn't know until recently that they were the same ones behind Citra. Which, Citra, I think, has been archived enough that it'll probably be floating around. But
Yeah,
it's never...
it just sucks that they're not going to get more updates and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of like
And
it's a casualty that we didn't need to happen.
Yeah, same
But
thing with Yuzu.
because of the fact that this all happened,
Yeah.
it just ended up being that way.
It'll be saved online and probably reposted, but yeah, like, it's never gonna be updated again. Which is shitty. It really is.
Yeah, it sucks, but what can you do, They fucked around, they found out, and that's the consequences of their actions.
They definitely flew too close to...
Son, yeah. You fly too close to Nintendo, Nintendo says, you want to do that again, buddy?
Yeah. It is what it is. Citra's has a quiet new fork. It's not finished, but it's ongoing. Oh, there's someone else that's picked up
Citra has a quiet new fork. It's
Oh.
not finished, but it's ongoing. Well,
Someone's
hey, at least there's something.
picked up the torch.
It's like passing on the torch. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just still kind of sucky to see all these like things kind of just like get shut down. But again, it is what it is. It sucks, but I understand.
It is what it is.
Though I will admit, trying to maintenance all these things, I will admit, is expensive, bro. Like, oh god.
Yup. Especially
Yup.
if something can't be
Yup.
updated to newer things or modified to be updated to newer things, and they don't
Yeah.
make the old parts anymore.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, funny enough, remember how I got my PS3, the backwards compatible one that we had actually opened up with you during one of these streams?
Yeah, no, I remember
That one broke on me a while back.
Not surprised. They were very prone to breaking.
So it was not only the hard drive was starting to fail, and it was like certain things were starting to get corrupted. It was also the disk drive completely failed on me. And
oh, really?
Oh, it completely died. And the problem is with that specific PS3, it uses a different laser diode because it's using not only Blu-ray lasers, but also regular CD lasers. That's why they're the most complicated to deal with.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that, for whatever reason, and I don't know why PlayStation did this, every single CD drive in their consoles have a chip on it. It essentially says that this is the authentic CD drive for this console. And if you try to... Let's say that specific chip broke or whatever, the circuit board, you can no longer use that CD drive anymore. It will not register as the quote unquote real hard drive or real CD drive that was designed for this console of mine.
Huh.
And the only way to get that working again is if you strip the specific code, because there's a specific code in it to like say, oh no, this is the legitimate CD drive. You take that code, you rip it from the actual chip itself, get a new chip, and flash it on that new one. Then and only then will it work. It's so ass backwards. On top of also like needing an actual authentic PS3 controller because for whatever reason you can't use third-party controllers when in PS2 mode, so that's fun.
Huh, more you know.
Yeah. It's real, and I learned this because of a friend of mine because he was like, oh yeah, you can't do that because of pirating reasons. Which is like, how does that even make sense? It's wild, man. Sony was on something else during that generation. I see why they failed. It was not only just the price, but all this kind of cockamamie shit that didn't really make sense. I was like, why? That doesn't even work.
Yeah, which, like, I guess you could chalk it up to them, like, just testing the waters of what, like, the unknown that they were going into. But also, like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. Like, they really, the spaghetti code equivalent is just not necessary.
No, it's a lot of spaghetti code, just too much power where they didn't need to. On top of the fact that this console is like pretty notorious for failure as well as the like Xbox. I think the Xbox is the most notorious, but this one is also starting to fail more consistently because of just like overheating problems. Because they never fixed it during their initial run. They had a humongous heating problem.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny to me because like the Wii is not known for this, and no other console is known for overheating this badly. But PS3 is just so bad; it literally drowns itself in heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you feel that pain. You've had it.
Yeah, no, because that's probably the reason why my backwards compatible one went out. Because my brother would leave it on. And yeah, it burned out.
Damn, really?
Yeah. Like he had completely burnt it out, and it's like.
So did you have to like replace the whole console?
Yeah, we had to replace the whole the console and the only one that because here's the thing, the first one was bought by my middle brother, and it's the oldest one that like kept leaving it on and not turning it off fully.
Jesus Christ, yeah, no wonder that thing was heating.
That led to that thing just destroying itself. The second one that we ended up buying, which was not backwards compatible because they had stopped making them at that point, I think like the year prior or something, was when we all went like a third on. So it was technically owned by all of us, not just the oldest or the middle child who would be able to take it with them when he moved out. That's why he has his PS4 with him, because he fully bought that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, definitely made sure that my oldest brother did not do that ever fucking again with the new one, because there was definitely more of an investment in it now.
I feel like you would have cried at that point. You'd be like, "No, this is the second time we've had this."
Oh, it would have been on site.
There would have been a fight coming out of the house. It's like, what happened? He broke the PS3 again.
Yeah. Yeah.
There would have been violence at that house. It's been like, what is happening?
I have taken a look at the clock. I did not know that it was 1:30. Trifecta is here sleeping in my lap, and my ankle hurts, and I do want to go stretch my leg out since yeah. So I'm probably going to have to call it here on my side, unfortunately.
All right. This will be the last thing I read off on my side, and then I'll let you go. I left my PS2 on for like a week, and that shit's still trucking in my cousin's house. I mean, man, they just designed them, man. They really did design them with the idea of like making them last, and I think that's what's kind of annoying.
Yeah, and
about
even, like,
more modern consoles.
The slimmer ones too, like those things were built to last, which I guess that goes into the whole like conversation of how things, like companies were more willing to put in for a more like durable product, and this is across all fields, not just with gaming, but with I think it's just the modern innovations in capitalism, willing to cut corners to maximize profits became a thing. So now we get shitty things.
Well, it was also on top of the fact that you would think that they would have designed it in mind because of children, because like literally kids, that's the kind of was the general audience at the time, was young kids or teenagers who are not known to be necessarily the kindest and treat their things the nicest in the world. So you would think they would design them to be a little bit more like durable, especially like I'd say the Nintendo consoles, like especially the handhelds, they're pretty robust. Like even the 3DS, I'll give it credit. I've dropped it a couple times, and that shit kept rocking. Like I was really shocked how well Nintendo had built those things to be like pretty much like shock resistant and be able to handle them. I mean, there was like the notorious testing with Iwata with the DS, where he like forced the employees to be like, okay, you need to drop the DS from chest height to the concrete floor. I think he said like 20 times without losing a single bit of functionality.
Yeah, no.
And apparently the engineering team had screamed at that request, but they did it.
Yeah, no, that's what differentiates Nintendo from it, because they're still willing to do it. I don't know if that's just necessarily just the company itself. Like, I mean, we literally have talked so much shit about them, but giving them this one thing. Like, they're
that's the one thing, is that they make their products last. They're durable.
Like, yeah. Good night, Koko.
Because they always have the foresight to be like,
I've been writing.
They'll probably be abused. They'll probably be used a lot. So it's like, hey, let's design them in a way so that if they do end up getting used a lot, they do end up dropping or something, they'll be fine for the most part.
Yeah, and I guess they do keep in mind the fact that they have a younger demographic compared to like Sony and Microsoft.
True. So they have to always consider like, oh, there's some probably kid with butterfingers that's going to be like, whoops.
Yes. Good night, Koko. I've been writing again. I wrote 2 furry lesbians being happy. Hell yeah. Let's go lesbians. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no. Because I also say this thinking back to it, like the PS3 wasn't the only one, because God forbid we all forget the Xbox 360
Red Ring of Death, and that was notorious for being like busted as hell, and like most of those consoles are pretty much dead at this point, and the only one that I can think of that wasn't busted was Nintendo, and that's because essentially the Wii was a glorified like updated GameCube with like motion controls. That's really what it was
honestly,
at the end of the day. So they kept. So it made sense for them. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. So essentially, like, they didn't really need to worry about it breaking, because if they had broken it, I'm like, dude, you already fixed that with the GameCube when that initially launched, so you're fine.
Yeah.
So like those things, like I've seen so many Wiis. I've seen Wiis like straight up gone through the ringer, and I mean the ringer. Like they've overheated, the drives don't work anymore, but they still fucking run.
Yeah,
and I'm like, damn.
And I never would have thought about it until you said it, but yeah, the Wiis are just a glorified GameCube with motion control.
Because it is, even internally, they literally, like, when they were making it, I think there was, like, the earliest dev kits of them were essentially just GameCubes with, like, a connector connecting right into the motion control, like, Wiimote thing. It was like, what the fuck?
I just never would have thought about it like that, you know?
I mean, that's fair. Because they advertised it something separate, but in reality, it's the same board.
Yeah.
Same chip, same everything, for the most part. Like, it really wasn't all that different. I mean, hell, that's why I think probably the reason why they were able to, like, do a lot of, like, during the earliest runs of them, have the capability to have backwards compatibility with GameCube, because essentially it is just a GameCube, so it's like,
Yeah. That
you could
checks,
just easily
honestly.
get them to run. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Same architecture.
That checks. But yeah, I gotta head to bed.
Alright, you take care of yourself. I
Alright.
appreciate you coming out. Thanks for the conversation.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having me on here and being willing to put up with my bullshit, Ryker.
I mean, hey, that's what we do here. You deal with my bullshit, I deal with your bullshit. We're here to, like, deal with our collective bullshit together.
It's an
as a
equal
community.
opportunity friendship.
Exactly. We shit on each other and we hear each other's bullshit.
Let me DC from that first, and then I will DC from the Discord call. But yes, thank you so much. Good luck with whatever. What are you gonna be streaming tonight?
Probably another Code Recollection, which I think I've talked about with you before.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. I'll do my last bit of moderation, and I'll change your category for you. It was
Thank you. I appreciate
another
it.
Code Recollection. Which yeah,
Another Code Recollection. I really am happy. I'm really shocked that more and more people. This was another one where I'm like, I'm glad that they remade it, because this one was one where I'm like, if they hadn't done it, I feel like barely anyone would know of it, because the only reason I knew of it was Smash. I feel like Smash is like the great equalizer with games. It's like, if you have a game in Smash, probably someone will have checked it out at some point. So, good idea to have it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
nice to see that they cared.
Journey into Lost Memory. That's not.
Yeah, Journey into Lost Memory. It's not the, because second one is
Yeah.
Two Souls, and I'm like, I already did that one. It's also nice to see another point-and-click adventure game too, because there's really not that many left. Like, I can't imagine seeing too many nowadays, really.
Yeah. Nah, I get it.
Like, I feel like it's kind of one of those abandoned genres that just doesn't get a lot of love anymore.
But yeah, you have fun with that. I'll see you later, man.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, guys. Much love. That was a lot. This was a wild night. We've hit many grounds of conversation that I didn't fucking expect. But it was fun though. That's why I like MineCast, and I know Ryker likes it for the same reason. We will sit here and yap and talk about quite literally whatever we want. And wherever the conversation goes, we'll ride it. And it's great. But that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the follows, the resubs, but more importantly, thank you guys so much for spending time with me, just because that's one thing you're never gonna get back. If you ever need stream updates, Discord and Twitter are gonna be your best places for it. And if you ever miss a stream, the VODs channel, I try to upload every Thursday-ish. I need to upload the Stardew Valley stream. I'll probably do that in this one, this week. But as you guys know, we don't just end streams here. We like to go show support to people because people support us all the time. So if you're a subscriber, you can do !mark subraid or just use the regular one. I prefer Cool Cat. But let's go take a look at who is. That is the main question for today. Because we always could go right into Ryker, but like, you know, that's too simple. He would already know. I saw someone doing a subathon earlier. I don't know if she's still up. I don't know if she's like taking pauses between it. Yeah, it's saying on Discord. Yuzu's still alive. Hold on, try again. Let me pop open her stream. Oh my gosh, I'm not How am I not following EO? Oh no! Oh no 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 no! Oh no! I feel so fucking bad! Oh Alright, well, we're definitely going to raid her because I thought I was following her and I'm not. But she is celebrating. We're gonna go follow Io. She is one of my old crewmates. From GBF, but she is absolute sweetheart. Love her to the moon and back. And she's just also a really fun streamer. She is currently doing a Helldiver stream for her subathon, which is to celebrate her stream anniversary, I'm assuming. So let me go get her Yuzuki Io. We're going to go send you guys her way. But yeah, if I stream tomorrow, oh, it's in followers only, so I am going to have to follow her first. This is gonna be awkward, but we'll make it work. If I do stream tomorrow, it will probably be the Hated Horror stream part 2 of Fatal Frame, because we gotta find out what happens to our fucking waifu. But thank you guys so much for everything today, for all of, like, the resubs, all that jazz, but thanks just for, you know, spending time, because you'll never get it back. Regardless if I'm streaming tomorrow or not, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Saturday, a good continuation to your weekend, and a good start to your Sunday. I love you all very, 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 very much, and stay buttery, my friends. Now let's go show Io some love, shall we? Bye-bye!